Hey, Triple Cross Podcast. Thank you for tuning in to our Super Bowl live stream. We have a lot going on today. I am currently waiting for John to join me. He is caught up with some technical difficulties right now, but we are going to start getting things underway now. Thank you all for popping in here. Appreciate it. Go ahead and drop into the chat who you want to win this game. I want to hear it. I want to see. For those who don't know, I have a producer behind the scenes with me. He's going to be helping out with the chat, maybe some giveaway wheels that we'll definitely be doing here shortly. We're going to do one of our wonderful wheel of names giveaways. So if you're chatting in the live chat, you will be put onto a wheel to potentially win some NFL shop gift cards during this live stream. So the way that we are going to earn spins of said wheel for people who are commenting to win some gift cards will be the number of likes on this video. So make sure you are liking this video. We're going to be doing them regularly based off the number of likes. So right now we're going to do a little catch up just of the game. Missed that first drive on our live stream. The Eagles looked pretty good marching down the field. Jalen Hurts ultimately is the one who pops it into the end zone on the quarterback sneak. They had some decent plays on that drive, some decent sized plays. They also had to make some tough conversions along the way. So guys, I'm seeing so many go Eagles, Eagles, baby. Eagles all the way. Hello, Albert. Hello to you too. We got a Kansas City here from Belinda. Go Eagles from Linda minus the B. We got another Chiefs here. They're kind of all over. You guys are coming in. So my producer behind the scenes is actively grabbing names and putting them into a wheel to make sure we have everybody entered into these smaller giveaways we'll be doing just for NFL gift cards. Of course, you're probably here. A lot of you probably know about this live stream we're doing because we're giving away a huge prize later on in this live. We're going to give away 2 tickets to the home opener of our winner's choice next season. So we are going to draw a winner from our contest that we've been running for, I want to say, a month, maybe a little more, give or take some. And there's been lots of entrants. It was hugely popular. It couldn't have gone better. John and I are thrilled about it. And we are going to pull the winner of that today. And that person will contact us. They will let us know which home opener they want to attend next season. And we're going to make sure that we give you guys an update, because if you entered something, you like to know like what came from it, usually what the prize ended up being. You want to know what that person ended up going to, which game they ended up going to. So we are going to make sure we follow through here. We got what looks like a touchdown right now on the field. Mahomes to Kelsey. For those of you who are, hopefully you're all watching the game, able to watch the game as well, and not just on the stream. I'll try to sync us up here so that I don't give anything away in case my stream is a little faster. Or in case your stream is a little faster. We don't want to leak stuff into the comments too early either. But I'm just going to say this right out of the gate. It looks like this is going to be a good game. Okay, quick check-in. Let's see how many likes we have on this video. It looks like we're sitting at about 39 likes. So I'm going to go ahead and say, guys, let's get to 50 likes on this video. There's almost 150 people in this chat now. So let's go ahead and get the likes total to 50, and that will trigger us doing a wheel of name spin for a gift card. We will give away a $50 gift card to the NFL shop. So make sure you drop a like on to this video. All right, making some time here for John. We're at another commercial break. Guys, we have a pretty good game already. It looks like the majority of the people in here are rooting for the Eagles. But we do have some Chiefs fans in here. Kelsey looks just insane. And yeah, the Kelsey brothers, they're incredible. Like what an athletic family. Both offensive minded guys. That's kind of cool too. They kind of remind me of like the McCourty twins. They're one of the better like brotherly pairs that I remember in the NFL, but they were both defensive guys. I tend to like defensive guys quite a bit. If you guys remember, Tiki and Rondé Barber back in the day, those guys were split, one on offense, one on defense. So that's a totally another thing. All right, so let's see here. I'm going to check in with my producer and see how the name wheel is coming, because you guys, there's just too many of you. I can't do it myself, and also I'll be talking to you. There would be nobody talking. So, and soon here we'll also have John jumping in. You all know John. He's a good dude. He's usually the one filling the air. If you've been on some of our NBA shows lately, if you didn't know, we do NFL and NBA coverage, and soon coming in the spring, we will be doing some baseball coverage as well. So Triple Cross, you're getting coverage of all main 3 sports in the U.S. And you never know. Maybe we won't limit it to that. You never know what's coming down the pipe. But those first 3 we surely have to cover. All right, so we are all locked up in this one in the Super Bowl right now. While I'm waiting for John and while I'm waiting for confirmation, looks like my producer needs some more time. You guys are flooding the chat, which is a phenomenal thing. Make sure you get your comments in. That is how you are going to be entered onto the wheel to potentially win the gift card prizes. We might have some other prizes as well. John might have some stuff up his sleeve. I'm not sure. Definitely some cool stuff, though. Looks like we need more time. I'm going to go ahead and do something that I probably should have done at the beginning of the show and do the show opening. So without further ado, guys, let's go.
Lillard with 47 tonight, working it down to 2-1, a deep three. Oh! What? Blazers win the series, a walk-off three from Damian Lillard.
Samuel, wide receiver screen, good play, big play, and in for the touchdown.
And Turner looks for the deep left field. Changing back his profile, and it's a 1-0 start for the Dodgers.
Second batter of the game, and the Dodgers take a 1-0 lead.
Guys, how do you like that intro video? You know, it needs an update because we do have somewhat of another announcement. We are officially affiliated with a couple of other shows on a certain network, and I wanted to introduce that on a special show. And I don't know what this is other than a special show. So this is breaking news, but we have joined the following network.
The following is a presentation of the Belly Up Sports Media Network.
That's right. It is official. Triple Cross Gang and the Belly Up crew are teaming up. You heard it here first. So you can definitely expect bigger and better things coming down the pipe at all times on this channel. All right. So we had a little swing pass off to the right here. I'm going to go ahead and try to count down on the clock, the timer on the game, so that we can be synced up, or so you can at least be aware of what timing we're on here. Right now, we got the ref announcing a penalty flag, first down, it looks like. And we're watching this replay here. Nice little play. The Eagles are pretty good out of the backfield on stuff like this. They got some shifty backs, and Gainwell and Sanders and those guys, and their quarterback obviously doesn't need to be especially shifty because he can run people over too, but he's a great runner. Guys, we are not forgetting, we will get to a wheel spin. Let me check in again with my producer. I know what it's like. I had to do this on a show we didn't have quite this many live viewers on. It gets pretty crazy pretty quick, but once we have everybody kind of added, then it becomes way easier to do the following spins afterwards, because we kind of have most of the people on. JD Easingwood says I'm behind. Well, that could be the case. I am watching on YouTube TV because that's one of the few things where me and John can be on the same time. We can watch the same stream, and it's in time rather than being on different apps. So I'm looking at 5:52, 5:51, 5:50, 5:49, 5:48, 5:47 left in the first quarter. All right, who do y'all think is going to be the MVP of this game? I got to know. Feels like one of the quarterbacks is probably the best bet. Which one do you think? Or is it going to be a non-quarterback? Somebody going to put their mark on this game? All right, we got a 3rd and long here for the Eagles. It seems like they converted some 3rd and longs on the earlier scoring drive, so maybe they can keep it going here. Pretty big play capable, but not there. Jalen Hurts gets ran down, scrambling off to his left. Looked kind of awkward there, but that's a tough play. This is a good defense. These are good teams. That's why they're in the Super Bowl. All right, so we're sitting at 5 minutes left in the first quarter exactly here. We're starting to get some suggestions for who the player of the game will be. We got, let's see, let's get up to the top here. Dang, you guys are doing great. Hurts, Jalen Hurts, Mahomes. Okay. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Let's see. Hurts or Kelsey. Okay, kind of depending on the way the game goes. Mahomes, another Kelsey. All right. Let's see. More Mahomes and Kelsey. Pat. Hurts, really just those 3. Okay, we got one here. Devonta Smith. All right, I think that's the only one besides all the Hurtses and the Kelseys and the Mahomeses. Go AJ Brown. Does that mean that's a guess for MVP here? Could be. Seeing mostly. Actually, I think Hurts. I think the chat generally, I think you guys think that it's going to be Hurts. Jalen Hurts all over the place here. Hurts MVP. You guys might be right. I mean, when it comes down to it, he's got to do it for his team. That's just the way that team operates. They got some other big play kind of guys on the team for sure, but Jalen Hurts touches the ball on every play. You don't know what he's going to do with it, and he becomes especially important down in the red zone because of what we already saw in the game, him running those quarterback sneaks in. You know, if you get it within 3 yards of the end zone and he has, 3rd at least to get there, if he's a 3rd down and 3 to go on the goal, with goal to go on the 3, I mean, he's pretty automatic, right? Because you'd probably even go for it twice if you had to. But that's kind of how they do it. That's how they get in. Otherwise, it seems like they get in mostly from like big passing plays to Smith or Brown on the outside. And Miles Sanders has been breaking big plays. Kenny Gainwell's getting in the mix a little bit. They got some playmakers all over, man. Let's see. So I think that you guys are pretty right. I think that honestly, if it's going to be an Eagle, it's got to be Hurts. I don't see a way that they win this game and he's like disconnected from making that happen in much of a way at all. I guess the only like other way I could see it is if there's somebody on defense who has some insane turnovers, like if Slay were to have multiple picks or something. Okay, sure, he's in contention. They'd still probably give it to a quarterback though. And honestly, I could see it going to Travis Kelce on the other side if he puts up like 3 touchdowns or something and they win the game. It depends how much Mahomes like targets in on him or if Mahomes spreads the ball around a little bit more. Because I think Mahomes, honestly, if I think the Chiefs were my pick to win this game before it started. I would say the chalk answer is probably going to be Mahomes who wins it. So let's see. Yeah, way more Jalen Hurts. It seems like we're getting some more Chiefs fans kind of leaking in here a little bit, but definitely seems like the chat is big on the Eagles and Jalen Hurts. Lots of Hurts love in the chat right now. You guys know what you like. You guys can't see it, but I can see my producer in the background just furiously typing away. You have to be like looking at one screen. I think he's working on one screen right now too. I did this and I had 2 screens. I could kind of look at one screen and type on another to build our spin wheel for names. He's having to, I think, switch tabs. So kudos to Matt, the producer in the chat. Guys, give it up for Matt. All right, we're back in action here. Mahomes with a little dump off over the top. And Gray will take it for about 5-6 yards, somewhere in there. All right, who's going to come up with the first big play on defense here? This Eagles defense is pretty hyped up, and I don't mean to say they don't deserve the hype, but I would say most people expect the Eagles to be the better defensive team in this matchup. I think they're going to have to start proving it early because we all know about the late game heroics that Mahomes is capable of. If you're going to establish anything defensively, I think you've got to do it early if you want it to equate to team success at least. So they're going to have a 3rd and short here now. Oh, penalty flag on the field. Maybe not. Pacheco taking that up the middle. Pacheco's looking good to me, guys. He's like the classic example of like a rookie breakout late in the season at running back. And those guys tend to just go crazy in their sophomore seasons. He's kind of taken over the backfield. I know that Jet McKinnon is over there. He's kind of the receiving back. We know about Jet McKinnon, us 49ers fans. I love Jet. He's a great player, but unfortunately for us, he spent about 2+ years, I think, just injured, and we didn't even get to see him in game action, really. So glad to see he actually landed on his feet in Kansas City. Great team, and his skill set is much needed there, or at least it has been much needed. I think Pacheco is going to evolve into kind of a complete back over the next couple of years, and feels like the Chiefs are down with taking a flyer on a running back in just about every draft, and they pretty much hit on all of them. So maybe Clyde Edwards-Helaire barring. Look at that. Travis Kelce, how is he open by 10 yards every time Mahomes hits him? It seems like people are afraid of him on the field. Like they just don't want to be around there. Is Mahomes looking limited, you guys? We had all the storylines about his injury. I know it's been a while. It's been 2 weeks since he had to play. He even looked good last time, but are we pretending he's 100%? There's no way he's 100, right? I mean, I'm sure they shot him up with something, but he can't be 100%. He's looking good, though. I mean, look at this. Scrambling around out to the right, and he throws it away. Man, who's any of you guys know which coaches are going to get lost off of these personnel groups? Does anybody know which guys are going to go be head coaches somewhere else? They've got to have someone in this matchup, right? Ooh, little screen pass out to Jet. to the right for like 8 yards. That'll be 3rd and short coming up. Random chat, says Brett. Cool. Random put you on the screen too. All right, we got a score prediction here. 27-31 Eagles by Billy. Billy, that could happen. I think this is going to be a close game. I think I don't know what the betting line is exactly, but it's going to be tight. Ooh. Oh, Mahomes pulls a little magic almost there. Really, the ball just got dropped. I don't even think the defender got his hand on that. Mahomes just never lets a play die. I think that's why he's pound for pound the best quarterback in the NFL. It's pretty tough to disagree with that at this point. He really has been dominant. Dominant since coming into the league, and everybody obviously knows about his career arc. He's he spent one season behind Alex Smith and Andy Reid's system just to kind of learn the ropes, and then that became the new thing that you got to do with quarterbacks. It seems like if you have the time, the patience, the cap to afford another quarterback, the pick to get a good quarterback, that you have the confidence to essentially redshirt in the NFL. Oh, and Butker comes out for a field goal attempt, 42-yarder, and he misses it, doinks it to the left side, hits the upright. That's not going to... Ooh. Butker's been having some struggles, guys. He's one of the better kickers in the NFL, has been for seasons, and he's been here before. Obviously, Kansas City's made deep runs in the playoff before, and he's made some big kicks before, but he's had some struggles lately. I don't know. Chiefs fans, what's going on with Butker? Do y'all want to keep him? Do you want to cut him? What's going on there? What do y'all think? All right. All right. Hey, some of these commercials, you guys. You gotta love some Sly. Everybody loves a little Sly. All right, let's see here. All right, John, by the way, update on my co-host. He's continuing to have technical difficulties, so your boy's just going to have to hold it down a little bit longer, and that's just okay. That's how it is. And let's see. Looks like producer's still working on that wheel, guys. Trust me, we are going to be doing that. Appreciate that. Let's go ahead and say, let's take a look at the likes on the video. I want to keep you guys liking on the video because that signals to YouTube that you're actually enjoying our content. So we already have one spin that'll be stacked up. We will spin that as soon as my producer gives us the go ahead. As soon as the wheel is ready, we will do a share screen. You'll see like a Wheel of Fortune wheel pop up, and one of you random people who's in the chat will win a gift card. That happened because I said we need to hit 50 likes, and now we're at 84 likes on here. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead and say that we owe you 2 spins. I think you guys continue to like. I say get us to 100 likes and we'll spin that wheel 3 times, and we'll see from there how many more. So if you haven't yet, there's 100 people in here right now, so if you haven't yet, hit that like button, and I will make sure that we do multiple spins here on this spin wheel that I'm sure that Matt is working very hard on. It's difficult to do much communication with him behind the scenes. Oh, wait, we might have good news here. He might have it ready to go. Still waiting for good news from John, but getting good news from Matt is just as important right now. Matt says he thinks we're good. Okay, so Matt, if you can please add your screen up here, and I'll just talk us through it here because Matt likes to be kind of a behind the scenes guy. He's like he's producing for us and he's moving stuff around, and that can be hard to do when you're on camera. So We appreciate him handling this stuff in the background for us. Eagles have the ball again here, 1st and 10, by the way. Matt's working on pulling that up right now, and we're going to get a spin done here in just a minute. Very cool, very cool. Love this. Let's go ahead and toss one of these up here. All right. Look at all those names, guys. Okay, so here is the deal. I'm going to leave this like this for now. I want you guys to kind of check out this wheel, all right? If you've been chatting, I want you to try to find your name, all right? Because we want to make sure everybody gets a chance to win here. This will be for a $50 gift card to the NFL shop. If you don't see yourself on this wheel, just drop a message into the chat, and we will get that remedied. I'm going to give you guys just a minute or two in case that's the case, because it's always possible we missed somebody. We don't want to. So go ahead, and if we don't get anybody saying that they don't see themselves on the wheel, we will do a spin here in just one moment. All right, we got a big 3rd down and 4 here for the Eagles. Time to see what this Kansas City defense is made of. I think they're not what you think of exactly when you think of a schematically like great defense, but they're actually super effective in big games. I think they've been here before. Matt, can you give us a zoom in on the wheel? Kind of go up to your browser, hit the 3 dots, and zoom in maybe once, maybe twice. Okay, having a hard time seeing. Looks like the names are not getting much bigger. The names are small because there's a lot of you in here, guys. So hopefully, I know some person said they had a hard time seeing. Okay, can't even see any names is what we're seeing. Okay, I can see some names. It is pretty small, though. I also have a bigger screen than some of y'all on phones. By the way, most of you are here for the home opener tickets giveaway. This is not for that. That is separate. We will be drawing that winner later on in the show. But let's see. So some people can't see names, it seems like. The wheel is small. It is tough. Matt, is there? Oh, Matt, go ahead and hit that full screen for us. See a full screen thing on your interface there. Little box to the right, up there, that box, up. There you go. Hit that. Let's see here. All right. Hopefully, guys. Hopefully, that's Valerie R. says her name's not on here. Guys, I made it a little bit bigger for you. That's the best I'm going to be able to do. Okay, so Matt, if you could please add on some of these people. It looks like they're able to see the names now. So Valerie R. Pat, let's see. Ted C. Sorry. And a big play by Brown, keeping the drive alive for the Eagles. We're coming to the end of the first quarter now, and what better time to do our first wheel spin than during this commercial break. Guys, thank you again for being here. Really appreciate it. I know you're getting a big dose of Casey, and I appreciate you stomaching it because, still waiting on some technical difficulties. We might have another guy pop in here, and you might just get more of me. But either way, we're going to have some fun here and do a spin here. Sorry, just watching Matt try to keep up. Definitely people are able to read the names now. I know it's getting small again. He had to go out of full screen view, so guys, just bear with him. Matt is helping out, doing the very best he can. I'm going to try to read some names off to you, Matt. I don't know if you've caught these, but David Skull. Maybe this is going to confuse you more than anything. Maybe I'll just let you do your thing, Matt. And I'm going to go ahead and say Matt's going down the list in order, right? So if you just now said something about it, he'll make his way down to you. I'm going to go ahead and say we're going to spin the wheel when we get back to game action. So I'm going to let this commercial play out. Matt, what do you think of that? Give me a head nod in behind stage here if you like that idea. Let's see here. Okay, so also Matt wants you guys to know that the names are just the first initial of last name. So first name and then first initial with last name. So if it's not exactly what your screen name is, sometimes it can be hard to find yourself. Doesn't look like there's too many people saying they're being missed. So I'm going to go with what I said here. As soon as this commercial wraps up, we're going to go ahead and do our first spin. wherever Matt is, because like I said, it's all in order. So we want to reward the people who have been here and been chatting with us because you guys are hanging out, and I know you guys want to win some stuff. So let's go ahead and let's see. Is Matt still working here? Trying to pay attention to both screens at once. Looks like we're getting close. All right. All right. Matt says we're ready to go, guys. Okay, so here we go. Matt, go ahead and put that in full screen, please. First. Awesome. Awesome. And we will do a little spin as soon as Matt hits the button. Go ahead, boy. Let's get it. Let's go, says Pat. Good luck to all you guys. Man, look at that wheel just like glitching out. Sorry, Amber. We'll get you added on the next one. We'll be doing another one here. Robert J. Okay, Robert, you are our winner of the first gift card we're giving away. So for those of you here for the tickets giveaway, that is still on later on in the show. That'll happen. Robert, what we need from you is, Robert, you need to email us, okay? Email us, Robert. We know it's you who won. We need you to email us at triplecrosspodcast@gmail.com. That way we have your email address. That way we can give you your gift card. We can e-gift it to you. We don't even need anybody's physical address these days, guys. It's honestly pretty easy to get you guys these prizes. So we just want to keep doing it. We love doing it for you guys. So, wow, what just happened here? Look at the good sportsmanship here. Appreciate you, Tammy. Good sportsmanship all the way around. All right, and to any of you guys who win anything today, like I said, you'll all be reaching out to us at the email I already said, and we'll be responding to you probably within the next 24, potentially 48 hours. Should be just in the next day or so, and we'll make sure we get your prizes to you. So make sure you email us, because that is how we trigger the redeeming process of these prizes. So AJ Brown with a huge play, by the way. That was nuts. He's such an insane athlete. That guy is such a talent in the NFL. Kind of immediately when he joined the NFL, just sprung onto the scene in a big way. Congrats, Robert. Robert, make sure you send that email. I might be able to confirm that a little bit, maybe if we get another host in here. If you didn't see your name on that wheel, guys, please, again, remember to, remind Matt to add you. Go ahead and just drop your name. Say, I didn't see myself, whatever the case may be. Because, yeah, I owe you I owe you guys one more spin. Because, yeah, I was kind of in my head thinking, hey, maybe at 75 likes, we'd give another one. So, yeah, it's time, or you have already qualified. We might give it a little rest before we do it, because I don't know how many spins we'll get to total in the show. We might wait a little while before we do another spin, make sure we get everybody's name in. But I think probably the next line that makes sense to me, I'm looking at the video right now and I see 96 likes. And I mean, it might be kind of a gimme, honestly, but I'm going to go ahead and say, let's get to 100 likes. You guys have been chatting. Like I said, the work is kind of front loaded sometimes on getting the logistics set up on these wheels and things like that. So you guys were waiting especially long for that first one. We'll make sure we do another spin here before half. Okay, we got looks like we got John trying to figure his way through some technical difficulties. He might be popping on here shortly. But for now, like I said, guys, we'll be doing another spin for another $50 gift card to the NFL shop before the end of the half. And if we can get this video up to 100 likes, we'll do another giveaway on the wheel. And then, of course, don't forget about the 2 home opener tickets next season for the team of your choice. I know we've heard it a bunch, heard from a bunch of people, that is, but I want you guys to tell me which home opener you want to go to. I know we don't have the schedules out yet. We don't know what the matchups would be, but let's assume it would be a divisional matchup. Let's say, which divisional matchup of your favorite team would you like to see the most? Or which team would you like to see your team play the most? If it was the if that happened to be the home opener matchup for that team. Okay, so getting a comment here. So it looks like Maddie. So just to be clear, we're asking only only the winners of the giveaways to email us so that we can get them their prizes. But that email will be triplecrosspodcast@gmail.com. I'm going to try not to say it too much until we're actually giving away prizes to certain people. Because we don't want to. I mean, everybody's cool here. I know you guys aren't just going to start spamming our email. That would be not so cool. We're just trying to make sure that the winners contact us so we can get them their prizes. Okay, we're getting some answers here to my question now. So it looks like Carolina Panthers, the Titans. I want to see any Bengals game. KC opener, Niners, Cowboys versus Eagles. Go Pack, go. Okay, we got a pretty broad assortment. Another Dallas Cowboys. Let's see, Las Vegas and the Chiefs in Las Vegas. So Miguel, you're a Raiders fan, it sounds like, or maybe a Chiefs fan, but you want the Chiefs to beat Vegas at home. That wouldn't be their home opener though. So I guess you're a Raiders fan probably. Carolina versus Tampa Bay, the Bucks. Some Bucks fans maybe, or at least Panthers for sure. Steelers home opener would be fun. That's a good, nice, crazy fan base too. Some of those Northeast teams are pretty nuts. Like the Eagles, like the Steelers, even the Pats fans. Steelers in Baltimore. Baltimore is another one. They're interesting. They kind of remind me of the Niners a little bit with how stacked their run game is. I'm a Niners fan. For those of you who didn't know, my handle is Niners Fan Man. Big Niners fan. Super sad to see them lose last week. Taking the loss as good as one can. Let's see. I take my husband to a Browns home opener. That'd be nice of you. How many of y'all would go with your significant other to games, and how many of you would be taking a friend? I think that would be interesting to know, because I'd go with my significant other. I think I'd take my fiance, but I want to know what you guys think. We got the Giants, go Eagles, go. Another Packers. So okay, I'm starting to see a lot. There's a lot of the same teams kind of repeating. Vegas home opener, Steelers, Bengals, a lot of the more popular teams in the NFL. But really, we got some people all over the place here. Lions, Green Bay, Bucks fan, Bengals home opener, Steelers, KC. Oh, a new one, the Texans. All right, Cynthia's a Texans fan. Hey, you just got yourself a great head coach in D'Amico Ryans. What an animal that guy is. He was one of the best new DCs in the game, and he didn't stay at DC very long, did he? Defensive coordinator, a shorthand for defensive coordinator. For those of you who don't know, the Niners defense has been top 5 now for a few years, and whether or not he was the coordinator proper or whether or not he's the coordinator or he was the linebackers coach. I think he was actually player personnel, like director guy. I don't remember all his different things, but he rose through the ranks super quickly. Obviously a former player. If you didn't know, he was a linebacker for the Texans, I believe, for the Eagles. Those are a couple of the teams he played for. I think he was drafted by the Texans, so maybe it's especially nice to head on back to that team. But I wish him the best of luck. Seems like they're trying to turn things around there, kind of flip over a new leaf. They got some draft capital, should be able to do some good stuff. And I think D'Amico's as good a guy to build around as anybody. So glad to see a Texans fan in here. Okay, we got another one in here, a couple of Cowboys fans, but a Dolphins fan. That's new too. Dolphins fans. Oh, and Nicole won one of our gift cards on a recent stream. So welcome back, Nicole. Glad to have you back in here. Cowboys for life. Okay, we got a lot of Cowboys fans. Hopefully none of you guys are too mad about the things I said about them. The Niners, the Seahawks, another one. Okay. All right. It looks like, okay, Colts, another one here. Looks like the whole NFL is pretty well represented in this group. Bears fan. Buffalo Bills. Another Colts fan here. Seahawks and Cowboys. Titans and Bengals. Okay. Let's see here. Giants fan. All right, some answers to whether you would take a friend or a significant other. Diedrich says he'd take a friend. I get it. It depends on your situation, you know. Benjamin says, take my best friend. Tammy would take her hubby. It seems like some of these women, man, they're nice to their husbands. And all the guys are just saying, hey, I'd take a friend. All right, Tiffany. My husband and I and Buffalo Bills. All right, that'd be cool. Bills Mafia. Break some tables while you're out tailgating, maybe. That'd be kind of cool. Hey, whoever does win the giveaway, whoever wins these tickets, hopefully you have the greatest time. Please remember, we would love to see some video and some pictures of your trip there so we can share that with the community so everybody knows that you enjoyed yourself. Okay, let's check in here. I think Matt is ready to go for another spin. And I think you guys have been waiting long enough. I think it's time to do another spin. Matt, you want to do the same kind of procedure here? We can add your wheel up here and maybe give people just a minute to check for their name. Let's get this comment off. It's a great comment, but it's in the way of the wheel. All right, go ahead and hit that full screen for us, Matt, so we can maybe get a better look at this wheel. And I guess I could take this off. I don't think that makes it any bigger, but as big as we can make it. I think that's about as good as it's going to get. Big play there on third down. That's what the Eagles do. Big plays on third down. Okay, so as that action, let's go ahead and say as soon as we hit, take a look for your names here, guys. How did it, wasn't it like spinning slowly before, Matt? Yeah, there's a lot of people. Matt is apologizing. He's doing everything he can. It's not his fault. This is the thing we use. Ooh, that looked really close. But go ahead and take a look at these names, guys. Sorry that some of those names are staying upside down. We will do the wheel spin as soon as we hit the next commercial break. Going to give everybody enough time just to look at that. In the meantime, Gainwell moving the ball. These Eagles, man, they can run the ball. They can run the ball. They might not give us a chance to go to commercial break first. I'm not seeing anybody say their name's not on here. So, oh, wait, do we get Madison, Shirley, or Jen H added, Matt? I think that's the only comment I saw where somebody was asking. And we got a Jenny Riggs, Tiffany Dickinson. I think. Let's see here. I'm going to let Matt be the judge, jury, and executioner here because he's the one who can see it best. But there are a ton of people. So thank you all for being here, guys. Appreciate the heck out of it. As always, with any of our live streams or any of our videos. Gwendolyn Thomas says, can't see my name. Maybe after this spin, maybe what we'll do, maybe in the second half, when we do our next spin, because there's no way we aren't at 100 likes yet. Yeah, we're at officially 100 likes, so we'll do one more spin for sure. Maybe what we'll do is we'll refresh the wheel. I don't know. Matt probably doesn't like that idea. But as some people might have fallen off, maybe that might be asking too much. I don't want Matt to have to remake this whole wheel again. So, but hopefully everybody's still here so that they can claim their gift card prizes. Again, if you do win, make sure you send us an email. I'll read off that email as soon as we have our winner, just so they don't have to go searching through the whole video. They'll just hear that they won, and they'll know to look at that spot in the video. Oh, and we got a fumble. This Chiefs defense says, no, we're not letting you march down the field on us. With 9 minutes and 39 seconds left in the second quarter, the Chiefs defense makes a huge play. Sack fumble on Jalen Hurts. Maybe trying to do too much. He doesn't look happy. And they're an extra point away from being able to tie up this game. Guys, we got a Super Bowl here. Anybody expecting a blowout? I think your take is kind of drying up right now. I think this might be one of those classic, like, whichever team has the ball last kind of games. And now Butker, who missed a kick earlier, he shanked it left. Can he do it here? Looks pretty true. Down the middle. All right. I said that once we hit the next commercial, we would do a spin. Those names are looking pretty small. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and say if you didn't get your message in by now, then Matt did everything he could to get everybody on the wheel. So let's go ahead and spin this wheel for $50 at the NFL shop, a $50 e-gift card. Our winner of said gift card is going to be Joseph B. Joseph B. Congrats. There's no way that was the same person, right, as the first one. Did we have a Joseph before on the first one? What does the fox say? Does anybody know? All right. Congrats to Joseph B. Joseph, please make sure to email us. Let's get that comment down. Joseph, please make sure to email us at triplecrosspodcast@gmail.com. Make sure you email us there. Don't message us in the live chat. Send us an email. That way we have your email and we can buy you a gift card and make sure to confirm that you got it. All right, guys. What's going to happen in the rest of this half here, man? This is what this is all about. This community that we're building here, guys. This is a pretty new channel, pretty new podcast. But look how many cool people we've got in here. Everybody dropping a congrats to Joseph in the chat. Man, such a cool hangout we got going on here. Appreciate you all for being here. I know there's a lot of options that you have for Super Bowl weekend, for Super Bowl Sunday. A lot of people are at parties. I'm sure some of you are at parties right now. Some of you are busy doing certain things. We roll with the punches here. We keep this show going. And thank you all for being here. Just can't say how much I appreciate it. Guys, I know you've all been liking on the video. Also, make sure you hit the subscribe button because if this is your first time here, I'll just explain it. For those of you who've been around, you already know we give away stuff all the time on our episodes, on our live shows, especially to people in the chat. We'll do this wheel giveaway type of thing pretty much on every episode. But every once in a while, we don't necessarily promote it. So you won't know that we're giving away stuff unless you're subbed to us, and it's going to be easiest to get in on the action if you hit the bell icon, because that'll send you notifications straight to your smartphone so that you can join in on the live streams. Go ahead and say like, what's up guys, how's it going? Drop that in the chat and that'll qualify you 9 times out of 10 for our giveaway. Sometimes we make you answer like a certain question, like, what would you do if yada yada yada, just to make sure. But on today, we just wanted to make sure anybody who's hanging out with us and chatting with us gets a chance to win something, because we all want to win a little something. Kind of like these teams here. They want to win a little Lombardi trophy. We're seeing Jalen Hurts kind of talk things over on the sideline. Yeah, he doesn't look happy, but there is enough time here. We could see a couple of scores before the end of this half. I'm thinking the Eagles really want to establish something here and prove that they aren't going to lie down after a big play like that. They need to swing the momentum back in their favor, and they need to go down and score now. That is imperative. Field position is what it is, kind of a regular starting point these days in the NFL at the 25-yard line. Got to get 75 yards here, and they come out of the gate with Jalen Hurts on a QB designed run for 15 yards. That'll be 1st and 10. On their own 40-yard line. All right. Hey, so just like that, they are moving the ball. Kansas City getting a little aggressive there. It looks like they're only rushing 4. They kind of had 5 guys rushing. Maybe that was a spy that got caught. I'm not sure what that other guy was doing. Maybe that was the nickel, got caught out of position or something. But Jalen Hurts, man, he's going to be able to step up and make you pay for those holes you leave in the line. If you have an uneven pass rush, if somebody comes in too deep, he's going to be able to get through there and pick up 15 yards just about any time he wants. Man, being fearless with the ball, thrown into double coverage, A.J. Brown deep down the field. That was a pretty deep bomb, trying to make something happen here. Trying to prove to this Kansas City defense that they're going to make big plays all the way throughout this game. But Kansas City, this is what I'm saying, man. They don't always seem like the prototypical great defense, but when it comes to big games, they make big plays. So far in this game, they've had the biggest play on the defensive side of the ball. And even that right there, I mean, a lot of people want to call that kind of stuff routine, but, A.J. Brown he's a bad man in the NFL. And even double coverage is no guarantee to keep him quiet today. He's surely trying to show out in the biggest game of his career here. Boston Scott, another little shifty guy out of the backfield. This guy must be about 5'7", 5'8", maybe. I don't know. He looks tiny compared to all the other guys on the field. He's also thick. He was their goal line back for the last couple seasons, if I'm not mistaken. At least he got a good amount of goal line work. I've always liked Boston Scott. I think this Phillies running back room is pretty well off. It's kind of a shame, honestly. Some of these guys don't get more run. I think that like Gainwell and Boston Scott are kind of capable of being bigger roles than they are in this offense. Because you got a guy like Jalen Hurts just doing this stuff. When it comes down to it, you don't need a short yard running back. You have the best short yardage running back in your quarterback, Jalen Hurts. Can they keep doing this all the way down the field, though? It's so baked into the Eagles' identity to want to hit big plays. Even though we all know about their running game, they're incredible offensive line for running, especially. That's one of the reasons why they run so much. But they have some of the best speed on the outside as well. Did anybody catch a little phantom false start there? And you guys keeping up on that conversation that a lot of the NFL thinks the Eagles tackles, their offensive tackles, are jumping early right there. They actually just highlighted on the broadcast. I think that was a bit early. I know that they've kind of like come out and talked a little bit more about that, and they're allowed to kind of do this like timing thing with their back foot, but some of it isn't just keeping time like they try to make it out to be. They're trying to definitely defend the penalties they're committing to some extent, I think. So that timing step sometimes turns into that, which was just him kicking that foot back for like an entire second. Jalen Hurts rolling out to the right, just escapes with his life out of bounds on that third down. Little read option there. Guys like Jalen Hurts, do we feel like sometimes they see the read they want to see and they take off? I mean, I think Lamar is similar. Lamar Jackson. Sometimes I don't know if they're actually making the read. They just go, I want to run right now. I can't blame them. I mean, these guys are some of the most competitive guys on the planet. They get them wanting to do the dirty work themselves, especially when you see something like this. I mean, a 3rd and 7, sure, they're just running. I don't think that's really with intent to convert there. Just trying to make sure they don't commit a turnover. They're going to flip the field here probably. Oh, they're going for it. That's why they ran that. Interesting play call there for like a dive play up the middle on a 3rd and, what was that, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 to now make this 4th and 5. Clearly they wanted more yardage than that, but they knew they were going to go for it regardless, and they don't even pretend they're going to pass for a second. Jalen Hurts rips off a 20-plus yard run, it looks like. Man, they didn't even fake him. They didn't fake him out, y'all. That's just, he gets the ball immediately, one step backwards, and then straight up the field, right through the crack in the defense, makes one guy miss, and then he's just faster than so many of the guys on defense already. It's going to be tough to catch that guy, and even if you do catch him, it's going to be pretty impossible to bring him down. So anyway, okay, let's see here. We are at 4:42, 4:41, 4:40 left in the second quarter. Gainwell up the middle. We got 2nd down coming up here next. Let's see where we're at with likes on the video, guys. We're at 105. So in my mind, you guys have earned a 3rd spin for sure. And I'll go ahead and keep it going at 125. We'll do a 4th 4th spin. Just checking in with my guy, John, guys, making sure he's okay. I'll give you guys updates because I know you're probably concerned about him too. How many of y'all heard about this from our basketball show? Any of the basketball fans in here? I mentioned it already earlier, but we do cover basketball and football each once a week. Usually we do one episode a week for each, and we'll be adding to that with football or with baseball. Come the end of spring training, basically. I want to know if we have any like multi-sport fans here. I'm sure there's quite a few of you. 3rd and 3 from the Chiefs 9-yard line. Boston Scott gets the handoff up the gut. He's only going to get about 1 there. And the Chiefs D-line stacks him up. They got some big boys there. Man. 3:09, 3:08, 3:07, 3:06, 3:05 left in the second quarter. 4th and 2. I mean, Eagles went for it on 4th and 5 not too long ago. I think they were borderline field goal range there. Here, they're definitely in field goal range, but they don't think the field goals are going to win it here, and I don't blame them. You got Pat Mahomes and Travis Kelce on the other side of the ball, and it's kind of lucky that you've been able to keep them off the field this long, as well as keep your hopes for scoring alive. They've converted multiple 3rd downs, multiple 4th downs, I think, even at this point. We got a flag on the field now, a delay in the action with 2:42 left on the clock. Looks like it's going to be against the Eagles. Yep. Neutral zone infraction on the defense. Oh, and he was hanging over. I believe some of those rules they're getting a little different with some of that stuff. Sometimes you have to make contact. Sometimes, if you're on offense, obviously it's just movement, and if you draw over a defender, that's your fault. But yeah, that you can't really be in the neutral zone like that, especially right over center. They're gonna catch that most of the time. All right, so some of you all are starting to answer the question now. Josh says he likes football and basketball. Josh, if you haven't already checked out one of our episodes, just recently we did a jersey giveaway on a recent basketball episode. And as I'm talking, Jalen Hurts runs off tackle to the left for a pretty easy walk-in touchdown, honestly. They didn't even touch him. This guy's looking like an athlete out here, people. This guy's going to be probably your QB1 in fantasy football next year, right around there. That rushing really makes him especially valuable in something like fantasy football. All right, back to it. Josh, like I was saying, we do basketball episodes as well. I believe Jenny knows about those. Utah Jazz. That's she's a Jazz fan. I know I've seen a lot of you before. I just forget sometimes since I'm on both shows. I forget whether I've met you in a basketball show or a football show before. So, yeah, like I said, we do shows for both each week. With the football off season coming up, we might go down to more like one episode a month for football. We're going to kind of play it by ear. This is the first off season of a sport we're going to be covering. So that's going to kind of be on me and how much time I have available and how much you guys want that type of stuff. So let me know. Do you guys want to get more football coverage during the off season as well? Does once a month satisfy that itch? If we're doing a basketball show weekly and a baseball show weekly when that starts up, is one football show a month good? I don't know. Should we keep doing them once a week? That seems like a lot for the offseason. I know I would enjoy it, but you'd have to be a pretty big football head to like that. I'm going to keep looking through here. Matt, Carla is interested to find out whether or not her name is on the wheel when you get a sec. Appreciate you, bro, back there. The other sport that Teresa watches is baseball. So, yeah, guys, you aren't getting the pleasure of meeting Matt today, but I do believe Matt is going to be a big part of our baseball coverage, our baseball shows. We're going to see how that goes, and hopefully it's on a nice weekly cadence, and you guys will like that stuff. We're probably going to keep giving away stuff on those shows, and we like to play some games and things like that. We're going to try to make it interesting. If you have any ideas for things you want to see in coverage, drop them into the chat as well. Cindy says this game's going to be a tight one, and I agree. Football and NASCAR, Tiffany says. NASCAR is something we haven't talked about covering that yet. That might be something we have to bring up internally first, make a plan for that. But, you never know. Originally, Triple Cross was kind of the name was because we wanted to talk about what we consider the three major sports in the U.S. But that is bound to evolve as we grow, and we're already growing very quickly. So you guys are all in a great spot in this community, getting in early. Love to see it. Guys, we will do another spin on the giveaway wheel here shortly. Matt wanted, whoever it was who asked that question about their name, Matt wants you to know it's, Carla B is on the wheel. Yes. Okay, cool. I think that we're doing pretty good on the names right now. Let's see. I'm going to get caught up on some of these comments, and then we'll see where we are. If nothing else, maybe at halftime, when halftime hits, something like that. We'll do a spin here coming up not too long, because you guys did hit the win target I put out there of 100 likes. But we got to hit 125 to do one more after that. I think we can do it, guys. I think if you haven't hit like on this video yet, make sure you do. We'll have some fun stuff. And of course, we have the 2 tickets to the home opener giveaway. The home opener of your choice next season. Sorry. You can go to whatever NFL team's first home game. You and a friend, you and your loved one, you and your spouse, you and your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your husband, your wife, your daughter, your brother, your uncle, your neighbor, whoever you want to go with. We aren't going to force you. Let's see here. What are some of these other answers? This chat is moving, guys. I love to see it. Let's see here. Football and baseball and basketball. Perfect. Hey, Ramona, this is the channel for you, because you're going to get a triple dose of Triple Cross on certain weeks when there's action for all things. And we'll at least do coverage of like major things during the off season of any sport too. So Catherine says college football, NFL football, hockey, and soccer. Hockey and soccer, and a couple other sports that we've talked about too. I think that stuff, I don't think it's crazy to expect that we might get there. We don't have any immediate plans to do that, but I want to keep that a possibility for as long as possible. I think it's something that would be kind of fun, and maybe it'd be interesting to even have some of us cover it. People who don't know as much about this. I'll just speak for myself. I don't know a ton about hockey and soccer, especially about like the current state of those games, but maybe that'd be kind of interesting to kind of get to know it together as a community. Let's see now. Where are we? In person, hockey is fun to watch, and I couldn't agree more, Christopher. That is not particularly a sport that I keep track of very much, but it is maybe the most fun sport to go watch live, just because there's so much action. How about some professional wrestling content? Okay. All right. Josh is a fan of wrestling. Okay. I know that I mean, it's not the wrestling you're talking about. The WWE, I assume, is what you're talking about. Probably not like an Olympics, like wrestling fan, but John and I were both wrestlers back in the day. I think we could get into that, man. I think we could try a live stream of something, maybe sometime. Maybe we do like a companion show. That's what I call these, like watch along things. Like you were watching the Super Bowl, but you're hanging out with us, at least chatting with us while that's happening, and we appreciate you for it. Maybe we'll do that with like a WrestleMania or something sometime. I don't know. I haven't watched wrestling in 20 years maybe, but I feel like it's easier to know a little bit about wrestling now than ever before, because like wrestling's kind of big again, and a lot of the biggest names in wrestling are just big names in entertainment now. So that could be interesting. My daughter's got me hooked on F1. I am not yet, but I know that there's a bunch of people, Cynthia, who are also getting into. I think it's that is it a Netflix show that just came out or something like that, like Formula One. Yeah, I don't know the name of it, but if any of you guys know what it is, remind me in the chat what that is. Oh boy, I lost my spot. Let's see. Lost my spot in where we were. So if you guys are answering my question, I'm sorry. Oh, here we were. Okay. After football, I get ready for March Madness brackets. Hey, that's going to be fun. I love doing any kind of I'm not like big on like gambling. Like I don't want to lose thousands of dollars. So I don't want to get like too into it. If you like gambling, that's great. Gamble responsibly, please. I'm sure we'll do some sort of like, we do like fun bet, like fun little gambling things here, like games, not really gambling. We played bingo on a live stream once before. John and I each had a separate bingo card of like player props basically. And that was a kind of fun way to watch a game together. So yeah, we'll get into some of that stuff too. March Madness is something we should definitely consider. John's our basketball guy, our resident basketball expert. So I'll make sure to pass that along to him. Okay, and looks like Matt is just keeping me informed that we are, seems like he's up on the wheel and we are getting close. I think we'll probably do the next spin at halftime here, guys. I'm trying to pay attention to multiple things at once, trying to get caught up on some of these comments, as I appreciate everybody who is chatting with us. We got 156 left in the game right now. We just got back from commercial. 14-21 Eagles lead, but the Chiefs have the ball. They're on their own 36-yard line, 35 and a half. And Mahomes drops back. He launches one deep, and Hardman just no one. Oh, Valdez-Scantling, my mistake. Valdez-Scantling, kind of no one home there. It looks like, man, Mahomes really wanted him to keep pushing that upfield and not. And I don't know why he didn't. He kind of ran towards the DB there. Valdez-Scantling has all the tools you want to see, but just, I don't know. Sometimes he's a role player on an offense. He's no, replacement for Tyreek Hill in this offense, obviously, but he's one piece of it. He's supposed to be that elite deep threat. Hey, I got somebody in here with me. I didn't even notice you, man.
You noticed me instantly.
Oh, did I? Did I? Well,
yeah.
I didn't know. I just saw you were over there.
You guys can hear me
had no
okay?
idea.
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, I
okay?
can hear you. I can see you. I think we look good.
Right,
Matt's
dude.
also behind the scenes. He's caught up on some of that wheel action. I know you've been kind of periodically checking in on us, probably watching, but I know you've been dealing with some stuff over there, John. So
yeah.
I'm glad you're here, man. Let's see. So Matt is behind the scenes. If you notice anything with volume, Matt, feel free to adjust anything. If we're sounding crazy. If anybody else hears anything, help Matt out. Send him, drop something in the chat if one of us sounds too quiet, too loud. Normally we do like a volume check, those types of things before we start a show. But John joining here in the middle. We're just glad to get this guy on the podcast. And it couldn't be a better time, man. I almost had to do a whole halftime show by myself. I was about to pull out the pom-poms, get a microphone, maybe have a wardrobe malfunction. You never know what's going to happen.
I think that would have been better, honestly.
You're like, hold on, I could come back.
I could come back later if you want.
It's all right, man. No, I'm glad you're here. They've had a lot of Casey so far. It's been a heavy dose of Casey. Let's do some of these comments together, but never mind. John's gonna go. I don't know, but he's here now. That's the important thing, guys. All right, I'm gonna cover this game while we still have it going on. We'll do a spin at halftime. 1:43 left. Mahomes drops back. That looked like a terrible snap. Oh, he shakes off the outlet. Short left because he wants to drive it up the field on 3rd and 15. But Edwards brings him down, and Mahomes is not. Oh, Mahomes is not looking great there, guys. He is stumbling off the field. Yes, he is coming off under his own power, but he's not looking. He's looking wounded there. And man, what's scary about this to me is that he's already shot up with something. He's got some painkillers and stuff. Like, he's feeling something probably through all of that, and he's dealing with this. And that's the ankle, if I'm not mistaken. That's the one that was the where the sprain happened. The one he's limping on. So, I mean, we know what they're gonna do here. We already saw it. They're gonna put him in, obviously, if he can. Oh, he is hurting on the sidelines, and his team needs him right now. He's probably out for this 2-minute drill. Oh, there's no 2-minute drill anyway. They have to punt. So it kind of works out for the rest of this half, at least. They can probably just they're going to punt the ball away and just try to hold the Eagles here. Pretty big return right out of the start off this drive. Man, this could be a crazy one. If the Eagles can score here, especially get in the end zone again, this game will have taken a drastic turn of events. And it was looking super competitive up until maybe 20 seconds ago before Mahomes got hurt again. John, you're back.
Right now, man. That's pretty bad. It's not great.
Yeah, you're breaking up a little bit on the volume, but that's okay, man. That's okay. We're gonna get
Sorry.
there. Hey, I'll bring this comment to your attention here. I think you heard it probably, but after football, Tam Vila here gets ready for March Madness brackets. Are we going to do some college coverage in March on
Maybe
basketball show?
specifically for March Madness. I think I'm not huge on college basketball. Definitely more of an NBA fan, so I don't cover the whole season. But yeah, definitely for March Madness, I think.
That's a good idea. I kind of
do
dropped the
something, I
ball
don't
on
know.
I dropped the ball on college football for sure. I know a lot of people love it. I'm similar to you. I'm not like a huge college football fan really at all, but
Mhm.
probably could have like mentioned some outcomes of certain things and stuff, like giving it like a little segment maybe on a show here or there. I don't know.
Yeah, I guessed.
I feel like March Madness is a little bit more of a thing. Maybe that's just where we grew up.
I
For those
think
who don't know,
so.
John and I grew up, with each other, and we're big fans of Gonzaga, or at least live by Gonzaga University, who is
Yeah,
pretty perennial like favorite these days
I know.
in college basketball.
Yeah, back when they were just like a 16, like they made it to the Sweet 16, we were like, yeah, good job.
Yeah. Another question here for you, basically, John. Are y'all doing something for the NBA All-Star game?
Yeah, I was thinking maybe just do a live, like a watch along for the All-Star game, maybe a giveaway. We've got an NBA tickets giveaway that I think will start probably right after the Super Bowl, honestly. And then maybe
Heck
I'll announce.
yeah.
Well, I guess the All-Star game is next weekend, so yeah, we'll just do maybe a lot like a watch along and some in-stream giveaways. But yeah, I don't know, man. Well, NBA All-Star game is in Salt Lake City this year, which is where so it's on the Jazz home court.
So you're saying you're going to take the whole podcast to the All-Star
everybody
game?
here, come to Salt Lake. We'll get you some tickets. No, I'm just kidding.
So
Do
nice
not
of
do
you.
that.
Okay, let's get caught up on these comments. There's a bunch of them, and I told these people we'd do another spin
Okay.
as we hit halftime here. So I think that Rihanna is the halftime show this year, if I'm not mistaken. So just kind of working through this. Ask these people what sports they like. Rose likes all sports, so we're watching a replay of the Mahomes injury right now. Alan says the Eagles will win.
It went the other way though. How did he sprain it the first time? Did he sprain it?
I think
What's that?
I think it went out.
Outside? What's the inside?
I think it went out. I think outside and inside works for our. I mean, I'm not a doctor, but Gwendolyn says football.
What's that way?
Football, basketball, and wrestling. Holy
Yeah.
cow! Okay, we're getting lists of like teams that people like now. I like that.
Whoa.
I like this.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, very
Me
in depth.
baseball.
Love that.
Nice.
So Pittsburgh area looks like here.
Uh-huh.
Okay, Devontae Smith. Man, are the Chiefs just selling right now? Are they
Well, we need defense from I mean, look, the Eagles offense, not that I've been like super watching because I've been trying to figure out my whole situation, but I mean, so far the Eagles offense is doing a lot more than I think we expected. Yeah.
They're yes, I'd say that's fair. They're doing it kind of in the fashion we expected, but I didn't think they'd be quite as efficient at it.
Right.
Like it's just been their MO all year to like convert on thirds and be aggressive on taking chances on fourth downs, but they're converting on those too. And I think it's easy to like write the narrative that it could have easily just broke the other way here. And obviously Mahomes could have not gotten re-injured here, and we could be looking at a whole another second half. I mean, it could just as easily be the Chiefs are up a score here, and if Mahomes were healthy, I'd say they're the favorites to win this game going into the half, but Eagles are potentially going to be able to go up 2 touchdowns here. 2 scores, it looks like, at the very least, if this is a completion, but it looks like that ball's moving to me. Either way, the Eagles are in a good spot, and if Mahomes can't come and do it.
What was the ruling on the field? Completion?
It's a booth review now, but I think it was completion.
Yeah, I think that's going to be complete. You don't think that's going to be complete?
His feet are in, but they have to possess the ball like through the
I'm watching
ground.
on a small device here.
They have to watch the ball, or they have to possess the ball through the catch, through the entirety of the catch, like through the ground. But he does kind of kick a knee down. Does that count as being grounded then? That might. So maybe that's... I don't know, they have that dumb like survive the ground rule, which is just like, let's just make the most ambiguous definition of a catch we can make
Survive
and then
the
call it
ground.
however we want.
What does survive the ground mean?
Means they can't be like the ground can't cause them to drop the ball. They have to like have it so securely that they possess the ball on the ground.
Yeah, that I
They
mean,
retain it through the ground.
that's
Otherwise,
what
it's incomplete. It's not like a fumble, but
right.
so some more people answering in here.
Some people like the MLS. That's interesting. The MLS is pretty big here in Utah. I'm not into it, but yeah, I wonder if I could get somebody on who could help us out and give us some coverage of it because yeah, like there's a lot of people around here who really like it a lot.
And we got Maddie here who likes. Oh, where did it go? Maddie likes women's basketball.
Women's basketball,
which we haven't talked
like
about much
WNBA
either.
or women's college ball, or what? What are we talking? Or both? Oh, women's basketball. You got her during the Bengals game. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting a
And
little
taking
bit
along.
of feedback on your end there, John. Little of that crackling. Yeah. We'll mute you just for a second, just so you can see what that might be. Try to figure that one out. Josh likes the Cincinnati Reds, the Bengals, the Grizzlies, and the Wildcats. Okay, I can see it's kind of two different areas there. I don't know how far away is Kentucky from Cincinnati. I mean, seems like you like a couple of different areas. All right, cool. I'm with it. I do that same thing. Sometimes I like certain areas. Like I'm kind of for those who watch the basketball show that we do, I kind of am the token like Warriors fan, but I'm not a good one. I'm like a Niners fan first and foremost. That's my main team for sure across any sport. And for some reason, basketball in particular seems to get a lot of like cross promotion with NFL stuff. So I end up seeing a ton of like Warrior stuff, and that's just kind of how it is. And I do think Steph is just the most fun guy in the NBA to watch ever. So yeah, I'm a Dubs fan, but so yeah, I get how you can kind of fall in love with certain like geographic regions. Cause like in baseball, I mean, the last team I would have claimed when I was like really seriously into baseball would have been probably like Boston, the Red Sox, which just kind of a whole nother area. I don't know. So football and baseball for Susan Weber. Not sure the pronunciation there. Maddie says WNBA to answer your question, John. Carla's hoping KC can figure this one out here. Man. And the Eagles convert on a first down here with 40 seconds left and 2 timeouts left in the half. Thank you all for hanging around with us in this stream. Really appreciate it. We will get to the big giveaway later in the stream. And pretty quick here at halftime, probably in the front half of halftime. I'll let John maybe weigh in on what he thinks we should do formatting wise, but we'll do another spin during halftime. And then you guys still have some more spins you can earn. If you're in here, please drop a like on the video. If we hit 125 likes on this video, we will add another spin, a whole extra spin, more than the one we'll be doing here coming up. So yeah, make sure that you like the video and make sure you are commenting in the chat, because Matt is basically taking the people who comment in the chat. If you just jumped on with us, he's taking people from the chat, adding them to a wheel. We're spinning the wheel, so we get a random winner, and we're giving them gift cards, $50 gift cards at the NFL shop is what it is today. Let's see, John's behind the scene trying to figure out that static that he was dealing with. These are some of the technical difficulties that people don't tell you when you sign up for the glamorous life of a podcaster. But he's working on that back there. I forgot to ask him if he had some other prizes he wanted to give away today. So we'll stick with what I said for the next one. But if we get to another one, maybe we have something else. I'm not too sure. All right. Okay. Let's see here. Back to some comments. Felix says UFC. I like that. I think that would actually be really fun. I'm a general fan of the UFC. Used to be way into it. Kind of away from it a little bit more now. So I don't know, all of the like up and coming fighters, let's say, but I know the big names and definitely could add to a stream. I think in that AJ Brown, a pretty big play here on 3rd and 4. I mean, what else is new? Eagles converting on 3rd down. 15 seconds left in the half. He got out of bounds. The clock has stopped. I believe they do still have at least one timeout. So we're gonna get some scoring opportunities here. Felix says UFC is better than the WWE. Okay, I'll let you guys duke that out in the chat. But I think I'm a fan of the UFC more than the WWE. But I get it. I get the WWE thing. College basketball, WWE, currently a professional wrestler as well as. Oh, you're a professional wrestler as well as an independent circuit on an independent circuit. Okay. 3rd time's a charm on trying to read that correctly on my part.
Good job. Did it? Can you hear me okay now? Is it better?
I can hear you.
I
can hear you.
Just switch mics. I don't know if that's better. I'm gonna put myself on auto though.
Yeah,
It's a little. It's just
different.
hot?
Yeah,
Not as good.
No, I think it's probably better. Let's give it a second to figure something out.
Give yourself a minute to.
Yeah. Okay, we'll pull up that wheel in just a minute, guys. We have 4 seconds left in the half. You can check for your names real quick. I know some of you are writing comments about that. Yeah, catching up on some of these comments. This was about 15 minutes ago. I'm going to run through these really quick. But Shane, doesn't look like Casey is going to be able to do that. Obviously, we've figured that out at this point. Felix is doing some recruiting for us for sponsors. Thank you, Felix. Let's see here. Chuck Liddell, Brock Lesnar, Randy Couture in the UFC. Yeah, those are fun guys to have watched for sure. I don't think any of them are active anymore, but maybe. I know there's every once in a while still something Lesnar. See Pat Mahomes giving it the old college try, jogging off the field. Are they gonna put him back in the game? We'll find out. Let's see here. Josh says DeMar's looking healthier. That's great news. We all want to see, DeMar doing the best he can in his recovery. Let's see here. What else we got? Mama Kelsey sighting in the stands. You love to see that. Isn't the USFL coming back? I believe it is. Oh, wow. And like I knew that it was coming, there's a commercial for it right now. Like you knew it was coming, really. Thomas, you're the one who brought it up, not me. I just pulled it up onto the screen, man. You did all the hard work. USFL, I watched maybe 1.5 games last year. I was excited when I was watching them, but I never had to get on and watch. It never felt like that. I didn't fall in love with it, but I could see it, it gets a little bit bigger. More people are talking about it. Yeah, I think that it'll be more exciting if there's just more fans, because I think that was the main thing with me is I kind of fell off because that first game I watched, I'd be like, did you see that? And everybody's like, what is it? I don't even understand. Yeah, not ideal. Let's see here. Gonna keep Felix was happy that we got John on here. John's still in and out. He's trying to figure things out, and we're gonna let him, Damar Hamlin is Tiffany's hero. You love to see that. Shout out to the first responders. Susan, couldn't agree more. We are supporters of the first responders at this show, big time. Mahomes is limping. Yeah, that's I know this was news when you guys put this up there, but just catching up here. We are cruising through. Oh, hi, Matt. Hi, Matt, behind the scenes. Susan just wanted you to know, and Matt, I can confirm, is doing this. He wants you to know, Susan, that he's saying hi back. Not good for Mahomes. I agree. Oh, boy. Yep, USFL. That'll be sweet. Josh is an NBA fan. Let's see what else we got. I'm running through here. Guys, I love all these comments. Thank you so much for being with us here. I'm flying down. Let's see. We got Utah, UH. What's UH? University of. Oh, John, can't hear you. I can't hear you, at least. If you guys can hear John, let him know in the chat, but I don't hear you. Let's see. Utah, UH. I don't know what that is. Spurs, Texans. Boom. Love that. Like Houston or something. I don't know. Let me know what that is. I'll probably it's gonna be super obvious, and I'm gonna feel dumb for not remembering. But Chica Shah Angel is a Bucks fan for life, so going with KC for the Super Bowl. Okay, gotcha. Let's see. Thomas wants us to spin the wheel. We'll get there, Thomas. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there soon. It's about time for that. I agree. Let me get some confirmation from Matt. Matt, do we have the wheel somewhat ready here? We'll see if John will be able to join us for our next one. William says AEW over WWE. I've heard of the AEW, don't know anything about it, so I can't weigh in. Matt says we are ready to go, so I'll just read a couple more comments here, and we will do our spin. Yeah, a lot of people were not happy that they almost called that one play a catch, but I think they got that right after all. Okay, little geography snafu on my part. Since you read across Ohio River from Kentucky, it makes more sense now. I get it. Okay. You guys got a lot of states going on over there, man, on that east side of the country. I'm a West Coaster. We spread everything out. We got a spread offense. You know, you guys are running more like a power I, like everything's just really nicely packed over there. But again, my fault, not your guys. Roman Reigns is going to win. I don't think he's playing in this game, but I'm sure you're talking about probably when I said WrestleMania. Let's see here. I am flying through these now, guys. Sorry if I'm skipping over some of your things. Yep. Tanya said she could not hear John when he was in here. Who's ready for the halftime show? I'm pretty ready for the halftime show. University of Houston. Okay, I got there slowly. I did say Houston. Okay, cool. Like that. I would love to meet AJ Brown and Jalen Hurts. Well, maybe if you win our home opener giveaway, you'll get a chance. You never know. Rihanna time. Pat says, I'm a Steelers fan and a Lions fan. Says Tanya, and I am officially caught up on the comments. Jenny wants to know if we can please verify that she's on the wheel, and I think it's about the time to check that wheel. Matt, if you could add that to the screen, we'll give these people a moment to check it over as we've done each time. Give them a couple of minutes before we do the spin. So stick around, guys. I know a halftime show is about to start. We'll be doing the spin here momentarily, though. Yeah, I'm not sure if I can confirm this right now, but Rose says it's funny how Mahomes is hobbling. The defender had the other ankle. Hashtag NFL rigged. It's conspiracy. No, I don't think that's what Rose is saying. But yeah, I don't know. I can't confirm. I just saw him come up with a bum ankle a little bit. Maybe we'll get some more. If you have any other info, guys, drop it into the chat. All right. Jenny R is on the wheel. All right, cool. Matt has confirmed that. Okay, so Matt, let's get that wheel up here and let's do our span thing. And Gracie just wants everybody to know that she loves football. And you know what? I'm here for it. Appreciate you, Gracie. All right, we got the wheel up. Let me get my you can zoom in when it's full screen a little bit more. Maybe. I don't know. I'm sure you're trying over there. Matt's doing everything he can. You can see he's trying to mess with it. That's as big as it's probably going to let him do it, guys. But it is spinning now, at least. So you can see the names kind of coming at you. You don't need to crank your neck around. We'll let that do the slow spin for a minute here. And we will pop this. What song are you most excited for in this halftime show, guys? Rihanna, I don't know who the special guests are. I want to know, any of you Rihanna fans out there, or if anybody does know who some of the guests are, what song are you sure they're going to sing? And are you excited for that one? Which song are you most excited for? I don't know. When I think of Rihanna, maybe it's just like the earworm effect, but I always think the like shine bright like a diamond. It's just that like gets stuck in your head immediately. I don't even think it's like her best song. Just gets stuck in my head, and I'm trying to blank on anything else. So we'll see if she does that bright like a diamond song. Jalen Hurts apparently changed his shoes in the middle of the game. News to me. Between the first and the second quarter, looks like he swapped out his white cleats for some black ones. All right. Enough stalling. Ramona's right. It's time to wish everybody luck. Tiffany's on that same train. Jenny is appreciative that Matt checked it out and made sure she's on the wheel. We got more luck wishes from Carla and Robin and Gwendolyn and Chica. You guys never change. Appreciate all you guys for being here. So happy we have cool people. If any of you didn't see my giveaway update video leading up to this, I called out some other people for being less cool on some of the comments on some of our posts because they weren't happy enough with the free prize they could win. But anyway, all right, Kimberly says she's not necessarily a huge Rihanna fan, but she can sing. I think it's inarguable that she can sing. She's very talented. But yeah, music's one of those things. It's there's no accounting for taste. Okay. Let's see here. Oh man, I was just about to say let's do this, but we have a couple people. Man, by the skin of your teeth, guys, I was literally about to see it. I know it is hard to see the names, guys. Sorry. We're doing the best we can here. Matt, you can see, is playing with the formatting, trying to make it as big as possible. Full screening it. Apologize for the size. Maybe we'll find an alternative system, as we do these. But this is the biggest live we've had. So good problems to have for us. We will always try to get it squared away better in the future for you guys, though. Ben C, not on the wheel. Let's see. I saw another one on here. And don't see my name. Kevin W. Matt, appreciate you back there behind the scenes. You're killing it, buddy. Matt's like MVP of the day in my mind because it was a surprise to me that John was going to have technical difficulties. So I'm doing so much more talking. Excuse me. We would be sitting here for much longer if I had to do the video or do the spin. The wheel spins as well. So, all right. Kimberly M isn't on there. Did we see that one, Matt? Sorry. Last one, I think. And then that's it. Anybody else? You waited too long. You messed around. You're not getting in on this one. All right. And we are not quite yet to the point we've earned another spin yet. We're at 118 likes on this video. At 125, we'll do another one. So we can get there. Matt says we are good. Let's roll. Let's go. He's ready. He's excited. I know y'all are ready. Matt, do that spin thing, bro. This is for a $50 gift card at the NFL shop. Who's it going to be? So many names. Only one person can win it. And all right, looks like we're going to have our first female winner of the day for this gift card. $50 gift card at the NFL shop is going to go to Stacy W. Stacy. I've said this for all of our winners, but if you win something on this show, so Stacy, make sure you email us. This is the step that you need to do here. Stacy, email us triplecrosspodcast@gmail.com, and we will connect with you and make sure that you get your gift card to the NFL store. Guys, I was thinking that might be the last spin we do, but I think we're going to actually get high enough to get one more spin in here. So halftime show's on now. Yep, thanks for hanging out, guys. We'll kind of let you guys watch that. Congratulations everywhere. There might be a chance I kind of put a graphic up here and just shut up for this, guys, but I want to make sure that I'm not just leaving people hanging in here who want to stick around for the rest of this. So feel free to mute me if I'm bothering you. But yeah, make sure you don't just jet out of here because we're going to have more prizes later, including the big prize of the 2 tickets to the home opener of the Winner's Choice next season. Let's see. With that, oh, John's back. Hello, sir.
Maybe.
Oh, I think you're sounding good now.
Oh, that's good. That's good to hear.
No static, at least. Not that I'm hearing.
All right.
So. Yeah. All right. All right. Oh, maybe we do have some static. I'm not sure here.
Do you have static again? Do you have static now?
Maybe a touch. It sounds a little better to me.
Yeah.
Though.
See, a second ago I was just on my computer mic, and now I'm on my actual mic.
Yeah, I think the computer mic might be the actual ticket. Honestly, I think something's going on with the static on your your external mic, unfortunately.
Got it. Well, that is unfortunate.
I agree. It's not sounding that bad right now, though. I'm not sure. It might be doing better. Lots of congratulations everywhere in the chat. Halftime started. John, what do you think? You think we should put up a graphic? I don't want to lose everybody who's here because I know these people want to stick around to try to win whatever prizes we're going to give away in the second half, including our big one that everybody's looking forward to. What do you think? Should we put up a graphic and let people watch the halftime show, or should we kind of just fill the air here? Weigh in the chat if you guys have an opinion. We just don't want to lose people, you know?
Yeah, you already did a giveaway, I assume.
Yes, we did just do our third wheel spin. So we're doing, if we can get to 125 likes, that would be the next marker for the next spin. I believe in it. I believe in the people on this stream that there's 5 people out there who haven't liked it because we're only 5 away.
Oh,
So,
nice. Yeah.
maybe we do. Oh,
5 likes.
actually, you're sounding good now, by the way. I don't hear any static, at least. If anybody else does, please let us know.
Maybe things figured out. Maybe it'll be second
Oh.
half.
Man, like I poked the bear. Started,
of course.
Yeah, Matt behind the scenes said you were good too, but I just heard it a little bit, so it's weird. It's like it's fine, and then it's not for a second. But I did want to ask you, John, did we have anything that you were planning on giving away besides gift cards?
Yeah, potentially. I mean, I think we got a couple spots for today's Super Bowl show.
Yeah.
Ondar, Everyday Carry Goods. So we might give away some stuff, and we've got Perk Clothing with some cheese. Great for a gift if you're not a chino wearer yourself, but yeah, that would be next giveaway.
All right, John, I'm gonna have to interrupt you there because we're losing your audio a little bit in there. I think best case, just gonna have to switch over to your CPU mic probably, man. But he was talking about a couple of our new sponsors, one being Perk Clothing. I know in particular they're popular for their chinos. So yeah, he was giving them a little shout out about their pants. Wonderful pants. I'm sure he'll jump in and give us more details on that. And then another new sponsor, Ondar, which means carry in Spanish, to carry in Spanish. So what do they sell? They sell stuff you carry. Sell wallets, other like leather goods in particular, things that you carry. So check them out on the interwebs. Oh boy, how much you guys liking this halftime show? William says he loves the halftime show that's happening. In case anybody's not really paying attention to their screen and more just listening, I'm trying to let you guys enjoy the show a little bit more, the halftime show that's going on. Trying not to cover the air too much. I want to make sure you guys know we are not done with our coverage and we're not done with our giveaways. We got the big one still coming up in the later parts of this stream in the future. We will get to that one. That'll probably be the last one that we do. Because it's such a big one. Let's see here. It's good so far. As far as the halftime show, Tanya says it's good so far. Carla says it is what it is. Let's see. Rihanna. Maddie loves Rihanna. Killing it. Love it. Carla says Rihanna's doing great. How many of you guys could hold a headstand for this long? I know I couldn't. Not even close. Have I been not paying attention, or has there been no guest yet? Did I miss one? I mean, usually the main act does a few songs before a guest comes out. Maybe they just needed me to call it out. Maybe we got one coming up. Seems like they're doing more like secretive guests these days on the Super Bowl halftime shows. Rose likes the show. Tiffany likes the show. Jenny likes the show. Tiffany says there's no guests yet. No guests, maybe no guests at all. We'll see. Christian's mama's got issues with YouTube not having captions on live videos. You know, I don't know. I don't understand all the speech to text technology, but I think they can do it and they should do it. I agree with you. Carla wants to know how we thought of doing this pod. We're just sports fans, and we just, you know, we've John and I have been marketers for years now, and we thought maybe we could kind of use what we know a little bit to help build a community of sports fans that we like. And it seems like from what we've done on this channel so far that people generally like what we're doing, and you guys are all cool who come hang out with us. So we kind of feel like we want to keep it going and just keep growing the show. So that's kind of the gist of it, honestly. Gwendolyn likes the show. Josh likes the show. Yeah, the floating ledges are cool. I agree, Tanya. Pretty good, says Robin. Thank you, Carla. Dang, how many backup dancers are there? It's a pretty huge production here. Judith would rather watch the game. You know, they're in the locker room. They're figuring it out. They're working on their strategies for the rest of the game. Gwendolyn's cheering on those Eagles. Well, they're looking pretty good so far. I think it's going to be a tall task for the Chiefs to make this game too competitive, especially if Mahomes is not healthy. But there's one guy who could do it at 50% health. It's probably Pat Mahomes. You got me, Jenny. Made me laugh. Did you guys see the what's his name? Tom Holland, the Spider-Man guy who plays Spider-Man these days? His lip sync of this. He did it on the lip sync battle. It's pretty entertaining. Dude's a good athlete, good dancer. He's very good. Yeah, you guys are commenting on it. I don't know Rihanna's personal life, but people are saying Rihanna had a baby or is pregnant and having a baby bump. A few other people mentioned a pregnancy. Yep. I mean, I think that might be one of the reasons for all the other dancers, because we know she can dance usually too, right? So, yeah, that crowd does look crazy. Such a cool show. Miguel agrees. Prayers up for Mahomes in the chat. All right. Dale McCarlson says, yes, she is pregnant. I mean, I'm no doctor. I'll go with you guys in the chat. Sounds good. She's no Metallica, Gracie says. Gracie Morales must be a Metallica fan. Big metalhead. What do we think of her outfit? I mean, it's red, obviously, and we've talked about her figure, her pregnancy. I mean, we know the backdrop is cool. The floating stages are awesome. Everybody's mentioned those. She's up on one super high now. That would be kind of unnerving to sing on a platform going up that high. But is she like a secret Chiefs fan? It being red, that's what I'm talking about with her outfit, the color. She rooting for the Chiefs here? If she was wearing like Eagles green, I'd be like, hey, she's probably an Eagles fan. Maybe she just likes red. I don't know. To be honest with you, I'm colorblind. I don't even know if that's exactly the Chiefs red, but it looks like it to me. Look at that. Looks like the whole stadium's on fire. There's so many fireworks. Man, and she's just chilling up there on the platform. No big deal. Well, there it was, guys. Your Super Bowl halftime show, and we're still alive. We're still live doing the thing. We're still hanging out here. Can't tell you guys how much we appreciate you being here. Still have a good chunk of people in here, and that is fantastic because we are creeping up on the next goal to spin the wheel one more time. So, or to spin the wheel again. You never know how many we'll get, but looks like we're only 4 likes away from kind of clinching another one. Did you guys watch the flag football? They just showed the Mexican women's flag. They're showing her right now, the Mexican women's quarterback for their flag football team. She is like hands down the most talented in that league. She's incredibly elusive. Sure, it's not tackle football, it's flag, so there's no real risk of like significant like damage, at least like external damage. There's not going to be a big hit necessarily, so she can kind of do some stuff that they can't really do in the NFL. But she does a lot of like crazy hit movement, and she's fast, and she's a throwing threat on top of that. So Mexico's team is unreal. I mean, a lot of times you see, I saw deep in their playoffs, I saw a couple of random games in both of the flag football tournaments. I think it was last year's, and it's not the same as the NFL. Not everybody looks like they belong there, but every once in a while somebody stands out, and she's probably the best example of that. You just see other people who don't look like they belong on the same field, and that they'll never be able to stop someone like her. Same thing on the men's side. There's some people who just take over the games. That's really what happens in like smaller leagues. When you got the NFL, you got a lot of really talented guys, the most talented people in the world. You're going to find somebody who can go toe-to-toe with Mahomes sometimes. You got those Josh Allen types, the Jalen Hurts types. They're going to be able to do it. But sometimes in those smaller leagues, man, it gets pretty brutal. Like the USFLs, the XFLs, the flag football, things like that. Sometimes a star of those leagues can really just wreck the game for everybody, make it not very competitive. Okay. Yeah, fireworks were awesome. That was crazy looking. We got Eagles fans in here. We got KC fans in here. We got it all, guys. Who's your favorite on the panel with these guys? We got who? We got Terry, we got Howie, we got Michael, we got Jimmy. Who's your favorite? I always forget the host guy's name, but he's not really one of the football guys as far as I know. They're all from before my time. I saw some Strahan. In my time for sure. Most of those guys are a little before my time though. They're actually watching a ton of football. But I enjoy those guys. They're a pretty decent panel. Michael, everybody comes out with the Michael immediately. That's probably what I would say too. Strahan, yeah, he's a fan favorite, and he's kind of gotten bigger than just the NFL. A lot of these former players or former coaches and stuff, they find themselves on some kind of like panel for the NFL or even for other sports sometimes. But Michael Strahan has been on just talk shows. He's like an actual talk show host. I don't know which ones he's on now, but I know that he's done that for years. Not everybody can just jump on a random talk show and just perform. Especially not everybody who is one of the best sack artists in the NFL history. So pretty impressive skill set Michael's got. More Michael Strahan. Yeah, everybody likes Strahan the best. That's kind of what I thought you guys were going to say. I like it. It's like we've all known each other for a really long time. Love to see that, guys. All right. Let's see. We have come back from 10 before to win the game, even in a Super Bowl. Okay, Dave, I feel like you're just like making fun of my favorite team now. We don't have to bring that up. But yeah, I think you're referencing when the Chiefs came back over the Niners in the Super Bowl in the 2019 season. Yeah, the Chiefs can do it. I don't know if they can do it if Mahomes isn't healthy. I think that's what this game hinges on at this point is Mahomes' foot, his ankle, whatever it is, the lower body. Can he be effective out there? That's what it takes. He doesn't even need to be able to run around. It's part of his game for sure. But Mahomes is still a top quarterback in the NFL, even if he had to stand pretty much still in the pocket. So that arm and those some of those weapons he's got, that'll make it an automatic game, But we'll see. If we have to see Chad Henne out there in the second half, I don't think that'll happen, first of all. But if it did happen, I think we got a tough task ahead for that team. All right, let's see. Yeah, Josh says that Strahan has his own talk show or something now. Yeah, I know he did like the thing with I think he took over Regis' spot on like I don't know what was like for some of us in here remember the like Regis and what was it, Kathy Lee first, and then it was Regis and Kelly, and then I think it was Michael and Kelly. I don't know. And I'm sure Strahan's on a few shows now. He's a huge personality, so well deserved. I just think it's interesting when a guy who's already one of the most successful guys at his position in the NFL goes on to just do something else and just kind of takes the world by storm there too, even outside the sports world. Pretty cool. Let's see. Bradshaw is hilarious, says Tanya. Michael's on Good Morning America last. And okay, that might have been what I was thinking of. I don't really watch those too much, those like Good Morning America types of shows, but I knew I'd seen him around. Kelly and Michael. Awesome. Yeah. Is that one still going on too? Very nice. Oh, it makes sense. They would give Kelly the first name because she's been on that show longer than Michael now. Very cool. I don't know if that's how they always did it. But yeah, that's cool. Now Good Morning America. Very cool. Let's see. Okay. Gwendolyn says, "Go Eagles, go!" AJ Brown, need this win. I mean, every team needs this win when they get here. My team needed it in 2019, but we did not get it. Still needed it. That quest for 6. I know there's some Niners fans in here. Let me know if you're a Niners fan in the chat. Let's see how many we still got hanging around here. It's kind of bittersweet watching the Super Bowl this year because, I already said on one of our episodes I wasn't going to make excuses. Whatever happened in the championship weekend games, Eagles, great team. They deserve to be in the Super Bowl for sure. I do think it was a shame that we didn't get to see what I think are two of the best teams in the NFL, and the Niners and the Eagles go toe-to-toe for 4 full quarters with a healthy squad. You just hate to see the Niners go out with their third-string quarterback, starting for them. They have a chance, and then he goes down. They have to bring in the 4th string. He goes down. You got to put in the 3rd string again just to get through the game. He can't throw the ball. Almost reverted to Christian McCaffrey being the emergency quarterback, and now we have the whole conversation about having a 3rd quarterback active mandatory for the playoff games because it's not a good look for the NFL, and it certainly isn't. But if you're going to give teams the opportunity to stack their active game day roster with other players, they're going to do that. So I think the NFL is wise to consider having a third mandatory quarterback, because it's really the NFL as much as anything that loses out on it. You know, if you're a Niners fan, you can get over it and be like, we're still good. We'll be back next year. But just the overall image of the NFL watching a super deep run playoff game, you know, the semifinals essentially of the NFL playoffs, basically decided by just injuries at one position. I'm not saying that the Eagles wouldn't have won anyway, but it's just not, I don't think it's what either team's fan base wants to see. So the NFL thinking about the product they're putting out to the people, I think they might do something about that. Cynthia says that her daughter spent a year working for the 49ers. Now she's at ESPN. Man, that'd be awesome to chat with her about what she experienced working for the Niners. That'd be super cool, especially now at ESPN. I'm sure she's plugged in. If she ever wants to appear on Triple Cross Podcast, send her our way, Cynthia. I believe I gave out our email earlier in the show, triplecrosspodcast@gmail.com. If you have some business inquiries, you could reach us there. If you, we're, like I said, we're a growing channel. We're a new channel. We have a couple new sponsors. If you're interested in sponsoring a show or appearing on the show, you could hit us up for that. You know, right now we're mainly looking for people like Cynthia's daughter, people who might be plugged in to certain networks like ESPN or organizations like a franchise, like a football team like the Niners or the Eagles or the Chiefs. I don't think we're very picky about those things. You could be connected to, some team nobody's mentioned here today that they're, like I don't believe anybody has said they're a Jaguars fan, for example. But if we had an in with somebody at that organization, we would certainly love to have them on. Mahomes doing Mahomesian things with Kelsey there. Did they convert? Was that a first down? They giving them that? It does look like Kelsey secured that. That looks like a clean catch to me. Mahomes looking mobile. Maybe not 100%. I'm sure they shot him up with something to make him feel all right. And hey, I'm sure Kansas City fans are happy to see it. This could still end up being a game, guys. I thought we could see Mahomes looking worse out there. I mean, he's kind of ginger on that leg, but he's definitely getting the job done. Kansas City is waking up. I agree. Everybody's happy to see Mahomes, except for the Eagles fans, of course. Kelsey, that was a great catch. Yeah, I mean, Kelsey's doing some stuff that I'm used to watching George Kittle on the Niners, and you already think he's a freak, but Travis Kelsey has some hands that, I don't think George Kittle has. Not nearly as good. In other aspects of the game, Kittle might be the better tight end even, but as far as just pure receiving threat, Kittle's highlight from this postseason was the bobble catch, and honestly, I don't know if it would have been as big a highlight if it was Kelsey, because he probably just would have caught it like the first time he got his hands on it. So got the Eagles fans here, kind of making sure that I talk about them, not just Mahomes. Somebody mentioned Jax fan, or at least said Jax, probably because I brought them up. So William Morris may be a Jax fan. That's cool. It's cool. It's cool to see everybody has different favorite teams in here. Yeah, we got some KC fans pretty happy with Travis Kelsey here. So they're now in the red zone, all the way up to Philadelphia's 18-yard line. Mahomes almost goes down in the backfield. He takes off running, and they just let him run all the way up to like the 4-5 yard line. He looks okay. He looks like he's scared running out there, but it doesn't look like it's a ton of, I'm sure it's painful, but it looks like he's making do, but it looks like he's a little worried. Almost collapsed there in the pocket. I don't know if that was angle related or if that was just some other factor. But yeah, I think he's a little worried about taking hits here. I mean, you can't even just sacrifice your body to get a touchdown here. They're going to need you for the rest of this game because you won't even take the lead with a touchdown here. So Mahomes needs to be smart, get that ball out quick, let these guys do the work for him. And Jet McKinnon with the catch to the left side in the flats, brings it down to the 1 yard line. We got 2nd and goal on the 1 yard line with 9:56, 9:55, 9:54, 9:53 left in the third quarter now. I'm going to do a check-in again on the amount of likes on the video. Check in here and see where we're at. And Pacheco, the young stud out of the backfield. This guy's a tough runner, man, and he can catch the ball out of the backfield. I'm going to say it now, guys. I mean, his draft stock in fantasy football is going to go through the roof anyway, but I don't know if you could draft this guy too high next year. He's going to be one of those game-changing backs next year. You heard it here first. Okay, let's see here. Okay, this is ridiculous. We're at 124 likes right now. I did say you guys will earn another spin if we can get 125 likes onto this video. All right, we got a 3-point game here. 3 points. What did y'all think of that drive from Mahomes? Is he going to be able to do it? He looked pretty good to me, man. I didn't expect him to look that good coming out of halftime. The modern day medicine is pretty good. Yeah, we got some KC fans in the chat. Everybody knows that. Yup. Jimmy, I think that Mahomes does possess a little bit of magic. I think he's there must be some magic in that old NFL helmet he found. Because when he places it on his head, he throws the ball around. All around the field, that is. Literally scores touchdowns at will. I don't know that I've seen a quarterback like this in my lifetime. I think, it's too early for the GOAT discussions as far as like a resume goes. But as far as like talent goes, I mean, I think he's already been in that conversation for years. It'll be a while before his resume is, up there with like the likes of Brady. But I mean, he's on the track to do it. I mean, we could within our lifetimes be looking at the sport, the NFL league, sport of football in general, and just say Patrick Mahomes is the best of all time to do it. I'm saying in, 10, 15 years, that might be the normal take. I think right now the normal take is Tom Brady's the greatest. I would even put some guys like Joe Montana, maybe Drew Brees kind of up there in the all-time ranks above Mahomes still. You got some old guys like Johnny Unitas and, stuff like that. Maybe some Brett Favre's, Aaron Rodgers kind of in there. But, I mean, Mahomes is on a trajectory, a career trajectory that I don't know that I've seen before. Not only does he make it deep into the playoffs all the time, it seems like he's the reason for it. Whereas even with Brady, he always had Belichick and that system working to his advantage. I'm not saying Brady's a system QB by any means, but I'm just leaving the possibility open that Mahomes could pass him up as the GOAT sometime in our lifetime. We'll see. Joe Burrow, another great young guy. He's similar thing. Like even coming out of college, with that, his final season in college was the greatest season of all time. I'm not a huge college football guy, but I know that. I don't know if that's still the case since he's been out of college football. I don't know if that still holds up as like the best, most successful season by a quarterback of all time, but I'm pretty sure most people agreed at the time that it was. So he kind of just came in and immediately just adapted to the NFL game. Maybe that took like a season. He also has had a pretty questionable O-line his whole time in the league, but I think Joe Burrow's right up there too in kind of making up the new elite tier of young guys who will, without a doubt, replace the Bradys and the Rodgers and Breeze. That kind of era of quarterback is slowly making their way out of the game, and we got new guys coming up. Tennessee Titans, Derrick Henry is my favorite player. Go Eagles, go. Okay, fair enough. Gwendolyn, Titans fan. Come on, Eagles, says Ramona. Yeah, they're moving now. Right at the 25-yard line, starting off this drive. 1st and 10, swing pass out to Gainwell on the right. They're going to let this play go. So they're going to rule it a fumble on the field, I suppose. Maybe they're going to do that thing where they talk about it, calling it an incomplete pass, because it looked incomplete to me. But it looks like the call on the field is a catch fumble. They're never going to let this stand. No way that's a catch fumble. But they're calling it a catch fumble recovered by KC and ran back for a touchdown. I don't think, he didn't make the football move. He didn't make the 2 or 3 steps. I don't think they're going to let this play stand. The official ruling we just heard is a catch fumble returned by the defense for a touchdown. You got to throw the challenge flag, though. You can't let KC take this momentum. I mean, I know Mahomes looked good, but there's always that chance you hit him one more time and he doesn't look good. You can't let them have another touchdown on defense. That can't be the way you lose this game. So with the new protocols, the sky judge, those things like that, are they going to make them throw a challenge flag here? It's so funny watching a play like that play out. All of a sudden, the other team is like, no, that guy totally caught the ball. No, it was, whereas if it wasn't a fumble, they would have said it wasn't a catch. So it's just the way the world works, I suppose. Let's see here. Incomplete, says Albert. So, William, that was the score because it was just temporarily. It looks like they're actually turning or reversing the call, which, that's what it looked like to me right from the get-go, is that it was an incomplete pass. But they were adding on a touchdown from that turnover. So that's why it was like that. Yep, so that just got called back. We're back at 21-24. Eagles ball, 2nd and 10 from their own 25-yard line. Jalen Hurts throws to the left out to A.J. Brown. Looks like he'll get 3, maybe 4 with forward progress. That's a pretty good spot. I don't even know if we're going to get a taunting flag here. Something. They're going to let him play. I mean, it's the Super Bowl. Emotions are running high. Looks like they're going to just let him play. A.J. Brown ran out of his own shoes on that one pretty much. All right, let's check in on some of these comments. Clearly an incomplete pass. Yep, at least they got the call right. It's sometimes, I think the right attitude to have about sports is the kind of old cliche of hey, the refs can't win you or lose you the game. I think that's the right attitude to have, even though it's not always true. I think we've all seen some circumstances where the referees can definitely affect the outcome of a game. I'm not saying anything nefarious on their part, but it can happen every once in a while. But at least they got the call right here, and I like some of the changes they're making with the sky judge and stuff like that. So hopefully that gets better in years to come. Got a little dump off to the right, and the Eagles are going to get across midfield here into 2nd and 4 into Kansas City territory. Eagles need to go down here, especially after that near 2nd and 2, my mistake, on the Eagles' 46-yard line. They need to run it right down their throats here, get into the end zone, and show Kansas City that they're not going to take over this game, especially with that turnover, that almost turnover, because it was close. It was bang, bang. One more step by that, who was it, Gainwell? One more step by Gainwell on that one, and that fumble return for a touchdown would have counted. So if you're KC, that's the kind of stuff you're looking for. And I think you smell a little blood in the water, even when a play gets called back. Like, it can be kind of backbreaking at the same time too, because you feel like you just had a huge play and it just got taken from you. But also you smell the opportunity. You're like, hey, if we did it once, we can do it again. This isn't some team that's showing that we can't make big plays on them and create turnovers. They can do it. But the Eagles, just true to form, just grinding out first downs on third down opportunities. They need 2.5. They get 3. They're not looking as flashy as they have looked in some other games. The Chiefs defense is no pushover. The Eagles have 19 first downs to Kansas City's 11. That tracks. That makes a lot of sense. They do a lot of grinding down the clock, keep Mahomes on the sideline. Hurts comes up for about 2 up the middle through a hole in the O-line. We have a couple people talking about the field conditions. Everyone's slipping. Yeah, you don't really want to see that stuff in a Super. I mean, maybe some people want to see that kind of stuff in a Super Bowl, because at first you want to say stuff like the turf is bad, and I agree. I think that's something we're going to see coming up in the next couple of years in the NFL, is some like standardization of playing fields. But at the same time, I mean, I'd say think about some of the most historic playoff games that were played in like the snow and stuff. Like, sometimes the elements make for a more interesting game, and they're all playing on the same field out there. So as long as it's equal conditions for both teams, it is what it is. That's kind of how I feel about it. At least we have a pretty competitive game here. The Eagles are just not hitting on these big shots they're taking, but they're close enough to keep trying for them. And the game would certainly be changed if they could hit on them a little bit more. But even as it is, they're still keeping the lead. So I don't know. I'm having deja vu though. You don't feel good being up 3 on the Chiefs unless you can score here. You want to be up by more than 3, obviously, is what I'm getting at. Even a field goal here, you're only going to go up. Oh, that was a delay of game. And they did whistle it down. Thought they were going to let them get away with that one. That was a little bit longer than that delay they talk about of looking at the clock, looking at the ball, see if the ball moves. That's how they do the procedure for the delay of games for the ref. Let's check in on the likes on this video. We're still not quite to 125. We're a couple away, guys. We need a couple more likes on this video, and we will do another spin on our giveaway wheel for another mini prize. And then, of course, coming up later, we will do our main drawing for the 2 tickets to the home opener of the Winner's Choice next season. I can't wait. I can't wait to see who wins that. I hope it's one of you who's been in here chatting, because, wow, Dallas Goedert with a great catch on the sideline. And the Eagles do Eagles things. Keep moving the chains. But like I was saying, I can't wait to see who wins this giveaway. Can't wait to send somebody to an NFL game. Hopefully they'll do a little bit of coverage live for us, or not live. Hopefully they'll take some videos, things like that, so we can share that with people. We got a flag on the field after this play. All right, catching up on some comments. Is Sanders hurt? I was kind of wondering the same thing. I didn't see Sanders out there. If anybody has an update on him, I think he was healthy coming into the game, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. If I'm going to be honest with you guys, I was, the Niners season was not over last time we were watching football together on this show, and it ended live. So I maybe did not pay the most attention I ever have to the NFL in this build-up. Only one matchup to talk about. But I do believe Miles Sanders was healthy for the game. So I haven't seen him a ton, though. It seems like we've gotten a pretty good amount of Boston Scott and Kenny Gainwell. I haven't seen Sanders out there. Maybe he's just doing one of those things where he's like hiding in plain sight. Clydell wants to know where the Delaware fans at. Oh, where are you Eagles fans at? Sorry. Where are the Eagles fans at? Well, they're all over here, Clydell. I hope I'm saying that name right. We've had Eagles fans in here the entire time. It's still bang bang Niner gang for Jimmy. It's still bang bang for me too, man. Hey, long time no see.
Change of location. Ooh,
All right.
I'm a little hot. All right, there we go.
You're a little hot, but I don't think we got the crackles going anymore.
Yeah, I mean the internet just wasn't actually working where I was, so back at home now. Drove home to do the show.
Wow, we appreciate you doing it. Josh wants everybody to know, and my fault, I haven't even mentioned him once, but he's made a couple of great plays here. Dallas Goedert having a phenomenal game. I agree. A lot gets made about the other weapons on this team, but he is one of their big weapons too. Jalen Hurts definitely appreciates him. Eagles are catching those throws. That's the game of football, baby.
Dude, the Eagles are passing the ball. Like, I thought they'd just try and control the clock with the run and stuff like that. I mean, like, I've barely been watching, but like, they're not. I kind of expected a more timid Eagles offense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
timid isn't the right way to say it, but like, just really trying to keep it on the ground. But like,
I think they've done that. I think they're actually opening it up a little bit more right now. I think we saw a little bit more of that conservativeness earlier, but they are opening it up big time, it seems like now, which is an interesting call when you got Mahomes potentially injured and you have the lead already. But hey, they figure if they go down and score touchdowns,
yeah,
I mean, with the lead, then Kansas City can't do anything about it.
Right. Yeah. I mean, best defense is a good offense, I suppose. Typically the NFC subscribes to the defense wins championships wisdom, but Eagles are bucking it tonight.
Well, their defense did injure the best player on the field. So
if that was the objective, then mission accomplished.
I'm not saying it's the objective, but it was I think you have to be a good defense to get in there,
Right. No, I think that I mean, we'll see how this plays out. Obviously, I kind of still like the Chiefs here. I don't know how hurt Mahomes is, but it was like so much of the commentary I feel like leading up to was like, oh yeah, I mean, Eagles just had a walk through the NFC, and then they had a walk even through the playoffs, kind of because of the circumstances in the Niners game. So honestly, it's like if the Eagles win, I'll kind of be like, hey, yeah, maybe the NFC doesn't suck as much as y'all think,
Oh man. Yeah, I mean the NFC, I think both conferences are just good at football. They all, there's the expression like they're all professionals, they all get paid to be there.
Yeah.
Like it's and maybe you're not the right audience to hear this take, John, because I know in the NBA you kind of have that like West Coast bias, right?
Yeah.
I think objectively speaking, like the West Conference has been stronger than the East in the NBA, and maybe people would say the same thing about the AFC versus the NFC, but I kind of just subscribe to like it's any given Sunday, any day when it comes to the NBA, and
especially
any team could beat any team.
Especially at the championship level. Yes, in the NBA, any team can beat any team. There's a lot of kind of talk in the NBA now that like we'll never see a 72 win team again, right?
Yeah.
Just because there's so much of that, anything can happen, and because guys load manage now and all of that stuff. But
and that's at 82, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think the highest is 73, the 96 Bulls, right? 73.
Man. Single digit loss season,
right?
Is
crazy. Or the 97 Bulls. Man, I don't have it off the top. I don't have it off the top of my head, but
Jordan, Pippen,
yeah,
Rodman,
yeah, those Bulls,
Bulls. We know the guys.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I think it's at the championship level in the finals. Like I always say, the West is deeper, but in the finals, it's either conferences series.
Mm-hmm.
Eagles keep the call.
Man,
that's right.
I'll tell you what, John. These streams are so much more fun with like a nice, like engaged chat. I'm digging this. The chat's been keeping me on my toes. There's Sanders. We got a Sanders spotting. Yep. Yeah. Keep an eye out there, Tam.
I have the volume on real low, and literally after you said there's Sanders, the announcer was like, "There's Sanders."
Yeah. Well, I mean that's what it is.
I'm curious what everyone's doing. Like, drop in the chat what you're up to during this. Are you? I mean, obviously you're hanging out with us, but like, you got people over? Are you somewhere? You just watching kind of with the friends and fam, small thing, big thing. What do you guys got going on? What do you got going on, Casey? Just there?
You know, I've been doing, no real plans, just hanging out, you know, not doing much of anything. I was just hanging out by myself for a while. It was cool. I mean, and Matt's been here. Matt's been here
there.
Backstage waving at me every once in a while, hitting me up in a private
Matt's
chat.
been there for moral support while I've been like,
well,
just
he's
having
been adding
issue after issue.
He's been adding names onto our name wheel for our mini giveaways here during the show, which, yeah, I mean, I don't know how much you've been paying attention, but I think we've had 3 so far. And I believe we're just a few likes away from us spinning the wheel another time.
Ooh, how many we have to get to? 125?
125 is the mark we're looking for. So if you are in here, there's a good amount of people in here right now. I'd bet on the fact that not every single person has liked the video.
Every single person in here.
So if you have not liked the video, make sure you do, because we are 2 likes away from our next wheel spin. So
nice.
Hit the like button down below this video. Let us know you like it. Let YouTube know we like it, and let everybody else in here know you want us to spin the wheel again, because we will be doing that. John, what are we going to give away this time? I think we've given away 3 $50 NFL gift cards so far.
Nice. Okay, so yes, we did have some sponsors. Casey did not have this information, so I'm like the only one who can do this.
I did a little like improvised read that, you know, it is what it is.
We had some sponsors. So one of our sponsors is Ondar Everyday Carry Goods. So they've got super cool like phone cases. It's all leather phone cases like that. They got a leather. There's like I like
that. I might get one of those for myself.
It's nice. Yeah.
I always, you know, like with those things, like my whole family, like we've loved these now, and like they're kind of expensive, but we've all saved up and bought a pair for each of us. And I'm always like, hey, wait, are those yours? Are those like easy to get these mixed up?
I know. Boom, right there. They got like a few different colors. It's all leather, so it's all super nice, high quality leather, and then like, you know, minimal wallets, stuff like that. So that carries like 6 cards, 1 in the front, 1 in the back. Got a little switchblade feature. So we'll give some Ondar stuff away. Maybe we'll give away one of these. Little AirPod case. Little lost my mic. There we go. Little AirPod case. Maybe a wallet. Who knows?
Maybe
these wallets are actually. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, can we? I mean, we don't know who's gonna win. We don't know if they have AirPods. And you would know more than I would.
Yeah, maybe a gift card.
Could we do a gift card there, or
just like something of equal value? These wallets are actually sold out right now, but your guy can get you some. So
what? You got the inside hookup?
I got a little inside hookup with the Ondar.
Those are the cool. Did you show the little like switchblade feature?
Yeah,
thing
so it's got that little like lever right there.
Yeah,
and it just like when you pull it,
button
here, show it, little button, pop.
It's
very satisfying. Very satisfying.
Nice. How many cards can you fit in there?
And the main thing is like 6, and then there's a pocket in the front and a strap in the back. So if you carry cash, you could put cash in one of those 2 spots too. So all in all, I have 8 cards in there. This ends up just being, that's like always a hotel key because I travel a fair amount.
That's delay of game. Sorry.
Yeah.
Watching the game still.
You good.
Got excited.
You good.
My bad.
Yeah, that pesky game.
Yeah.
And then we got another sponsor too. Got Perk Clothing. They're chinos that make your booty look good. I don't even know how else to say it. You know, it's for dudes.
Dudes booties.
I guess. Dude, they make dude booties look good.
But
I think chick booties already look good enough. You know what I mean? There's already enough stuff making girl booties look good.
There you go. I think that's a smarter way to word that, probably safer way.
Sure. Yeah.
I didn't want to presume anything, but I'll just come out and say it. I'm surprised. I think we have maybe more women in this chat than men right now.
That's wild.
I bring that up because we talk about our sponsor, Perk, and talk about how they're for men, they're pants for men.
Mm-hmm.
They make your booty look good. That's like the whole thing about them. And I don't know about you, but I think I'd be more likely to own those, to have a pair of those if my wife bought those for me. Yeah. And so I wonder if the ladies, you care about how your men's butts look in your man's butt looks in his pants?
Let me tell you this. My wife would say no, but like when it looks good, she's like, I mean, I notice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's not like I don't notice, which is good for me ultimately.
Don't know what you've got till it's gone.
Ultimately, it's good for me when she notices. So, then, oh yeah, and Ondar actually, they sell more women's stuff than men's stuff. So they have like bags, they have women's wallets, they have like crossbody bags. I don't know, I'm not into those, but some people are. Crossbody bags, purses, all that kind of stuff. So both sides.
Yeah, well, I mean, the new thing now is to wear the like fanny pack, like across the shoulders.
Yeah, specifically, it's called a crossbody bag. It's not called a fanny pack, but yes.
Oh man,
yes.
Whoa.
I mean,
jumping on that trend.
Getting it, got to get it right.
All right, so
field goal. They're about to go up by 6. I think they're going to make this probably.
Jake Elliott bangs it through the uprights, and they're up 6 points on the Chiefs. But too bad for them. A touchdown and an extra point is worth 7. So I don't think that lead feels very good right now.
What are you?
And if I know Mahomes and Kelsey, they're not going to be okay with just a field goal on this next drive. So
yeah, what's your prediction? You think they'll get in the end zone on this next one?
I think that they'll put up points of some kind. I think they obviously want to go into the end zone. Be great to take the lead, but I think they just need to keep momentum going, keep moving the ball down the field, keep putting up points. I think even if they get a field goal on this next drive, I'm believing in the Chiefs being able to move the ball. And the Chiefs defense has been like teasing us here and there and actually coming through a few times so far about being able to stop Philadelphia and maybe get some turnovers. So if I'm the Chiefs, I go, let's get at least a field goal here. Hopefully we can take the lead with a touchdown, but just a field goal keeps us 3 points away at least. And maybe we come up with a big stop or a turnover and we can take the lead there and force them to have to get a touchdown rather than just a field goal next.
Yeah. No, I think you're saying so you're on Chiefs. You're on board.
I think so. I mean, I've just kind of established myself as that.
I mean, I'll be team Eagles if we need it balanced. You know?
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's how I always thought of it. You know, if you look at the thumbnail of this
that's how
video, I was
pretty sure I picked the Chiefs all the way through, but that's okay if that's.
Well, I did pick the Chiefs. You know what I mean? You picked the Eagles to win. So
I don't think did I pick the Eagles to win? I don't think I did.
I believe in this matchup you did. I think so.
No, I've picked the Chiefs all the way through. I think. But we can go back to it, but
well, since the Mahomes injured,
that's all right. I mean, hey,
wait, no, I'm talking after we knew Mahomes was injured. Did you not?
No, you were, and you even thought they would lose to the Bengals, but I had them to pull through on the Bengals, and I said, if they can pull through on the Bengals, sorry, not the Bengals, yeah, the Bengals. I said even if they can pull through that game, then I think they can pull it out against. I had
the same take, but I thought the Bengals were going to be the team.
You did not.
I thought the AFC was going to be the winners. Once the Niners were eliminated, I thought the NFC might be toast. So I might be eating my words here if the Eagles can finish it off, but it's pretty tough to do against Pat Mahomes and his Chiefs. Guys, I don't know what to say, but while John was talking there, I was looking at the likes on the video, and I saw 125. I saw it. I was about to announce it. I was about to say, guys, we hit it. We hit 125. Somebody, somewhere, unliked the video. They took their like away because we're back at 124. So we are one like away from doing another spin. But that's okay because John.
Somebody really disliked the idea of their man's butt looking good in pants.
They were like, no.
They're like, no, hard no,
my man.
No.
I'm like that.
I'm unliking.
I like saggy old man butts.
Yes,
that's what I
like.
Or
flat butts. That's the best, and it just looks like there's nothing there at all.
That's it.
That's what I'm all about. No, I mean, looks like chicks. I don't know how to say that handle, but
I've had some issues.
She likes the booty to look good,
I got it. I just now realized it. So much of this becomes easier when there's somebody else here. I'm not carrying the weight of the live, just trying to fill the air. I just now realized it's Chick Asha Angel is what it is. I was trying to make it Chickasha or something. I think it's Chick Asha Angel. Maybe somebody named Asha. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, Tom says he's home with the fam, drinking, watching football.
Yep, most of the men are drunk, but he's not. He says,
"Don't drink and drive." PSA right there. It's very responsible.
Also, this is another thing. I haven't been able to check any of the commercials. Usually, that's actually in my other life, in my other day job. Oh man, we got another ankle from the place kicker. Sorry, getting distracted by the game. I work in marketing, and I'm usually pretty interested in the commercials, but I haven't gotten to see any. So everybody weigh in. What's been the best commercial so far? What are like the top 5? Like if I'm going to go back and watch them afterwards, what should I check? What should I take a look at? All right. So we got Place Kicker out, like had an ankle injury on that. That's weird.
What timing are you at here, John? What are you watching?
I'm just watching a replay, so I'll tell you when.
Okay.
So first and 10, play clock at 18, 17, 16, 15.
Okay.
14.
I'm at game clock 27, 26, 25,
Oh,
24
you're way ahead of
left
me.
in the third.
Let me see if I can move forward.
You might be able to, because I think we're watching on the same thing. I don't know if it syncs up perfectly, but if not, I can maybe try to go back.
It won't move me forward at all.
Okay, here I'll bump back so that we can be somewhat together at least. So for any of you who's been paying attention, you're probably going to be ahead of us now, but maybe I was ahead of you. Maybe this is what you've been waiting for the whole stream. Sometimes that's frustrating when the person you're watching watch something is ahead of you.
It.
Yeah. So I apologize if I did that, and it's less likely to happen now.
Cynthia's wondering who the tease is that took their like away from us. I'm also wondering.
I don't know.
What a
John, have you hit the? Are you?
I just saw that run. That was
okay. I just hit double zeros.
Yep.
I went back 15 seconds for you, so you might be like a couple seconds ahead of me now. I don't know. We'll see.
You know what?
We'll work on that. Who's the tease?
That. Who is it?
Who's the tease? Guess what? Doesn't matter. That person likes saggy man butts, and we're at 127 likes because everybody else is cool in here.
Like if somebody just came into the stream and they didn't have the context for that statement, that person likes saggy man butts. All right.
Somebody just came into the stream, well, then they don't deserve the secret hidden
they don't get to be on the inside joke. You got to be inside.
Pants party. Are you saying brick? Anchorman?
Is there a party in your pants and I'm invited? Yes.
Yes. I killed a guy with a trident. Okay. Anyway, that's a great movie. Hey, what's your favorite Will Ferrell movie? Put it down into the chat. I want to know. All right. Tanya says, yes, their butt should look good and pants should fit, not sag.
Yes.
And that's
agreed.
Coming straight from Tanya. Gwendolyn says, yes, I love how his butt looks in his pants.
Boom. There you go, fellas. If you're fella in here, then you're going to probably want to get some booty pants.
You think you got to have like big arms. You got to hit the gym and everything. I mean, maybe you should hit the gym. That's good for you. But like, number one, get your booty on point, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway, John, so I think that maybe, well, we've definitely, our fans have qualified for another spin of the wheel.
A little spinski.
What we have not established, I know we kind of talked about it, I think we got away from it a little bit, is what we're giving away on this next one. I've been careful not to say this next one is for a gift card because I know we thought about maybe doing some goods.
Let's go with one of these guys.
Okay. So we're going with Ondar little.
Yep, we are going to go with
because John still got the hookup, even though they're sold out.
Even though they're sold out. By default, we are going to go with one of these Ondar wallets. Carries about 8 cards or 7 cards in cash. Has this switchblade feature. Boom. Oh, here I'll show the whole.
Yeah. And what? So John, clue us in.
If you don't want the wallet, if you don't want the wallet, then we can figure out something else, on the store or whatever. But they are sold out right now. But I can get you one.
John, which I know they have multiple models there. Do you know which model you're specifically talking about?
This is called the Pilot. So if you go to Ondar's website,
that's the one that like is popular there, right?
Yeah, it's their most popular men's product. They have one women's product that's more popular than it, but it's their most popular men's product. This is
So this one is actually, I believe, if my quick little search here, man, it's so nice having you here, John. I can look some stuff up.
Nice.
I believe just like a quick search, looking at their store, this is a $75 value. This is worth more than the gift cards we were giving away.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you could flip it. I mean, they're sold out right now too. So I mean, you could flip it if you want the gift card, or you could just keep it. Because honestly, dude, transferring to this thing was amazing. I was carrying way too much stuff in my wallets before though too. It's like kind of a forced downsize, but you kind of need it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a fan of those kinds of things, like the whole like minimalistic. I think minimalistic
especially when you carry it in your pocket. You know what I mean?
Oh, Kansas City clutching up here. Fourth quarter starts and Mahomes puts on his magician's hat, like you knew he was going to. He's hurt. Doesn't matter. You know,
It doesn't
the
matter.
whole
It don't
narrative of
matter.
the season, no Tyreek, it never mattered. The
The
defense gets
MJ.
turnovers taken away from them, doesn't matter.
All right, let's spin it. Is that you, Matt, spinning?
Matt is our spinner. He won't respond to you verbally, but he already
He has heard
He
us,
is
and he
spinning
is
it.
spinning. Let's
And
go. Let's go.
our winner is going to be
William
E.
hangs on by a thread. William E. If you're here,
Will E.
you got it. You've told him how to get their thing, right?
Yes, William. Okay, just like all of our winners so far tonight. All the other winners, you have won gift cards to the NFL shop. William, you are our Ondar giveaway winner. You are going to win an Ondar wallet, a minimalistic Switchblade feature wallet. They're sold out, but John's got a hookup. So you're going to get yourself a $75 value or something of similar value on the website. William E., make sure you email us, triplecrosspodcast@gmail.com. Just like it sounds, regular spelling of all those words, triplecrosspodcast@gmail.com. William E., we will be looking for your email. Let us know. Just type in, I won the wallet. I won the Ondar wallet. And we will get you hooked up, brother, with that Ondar wallet or something of similar value. If, if you want those AirPods covers or anything else on their website, they got a bunch of stuff.
For sure.
Check it out.
Yeah, they got bags. Like their bags are so nice. I don't have it in my office, but I have one. They might score here. I have an Ondar discount code too, but I am kind of wondering if the Chiefs are going to score here. Okay, we're down. We're on the 9. Is that where you are now? Did you know that already? Or did I?
No, it just happened for me. I think you might be a few seconds ahead of me.
I'm going to give you like a 5-second pause.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yes, I do have. If y'all were like, hey, those are pretty cool wallets, or you were looking at Ondar's website while we were talking and you didn't win, you're not William E. We do have they did, because they sponsored us, they gave us a discount code for y'all. So 15% off the whole site with code triple15. So triple, like triple cross, triple 15, pretty simple. I don't know if we have a link in the description for them, but we'll definitely get one in after if we do not.
We will definitely get it in afterwards, but use that code triple15 at checkout with Ondar, and you can save yourself 15%.
Yeah, buddy.
At Ondar. Okay, so just a clarifier here. William says, which William won? I get it, William. You get excited because it's your name. You would have been William M in our wheel. So William E.
That is how last initials work.
The winner here. Some people are, I don't remember William E. chatting a ton with us, but he probably got in a message. Hopefully he's still watching along. William, if you're watching, please remember to reach out to us. Guys, we are not done giving away stuff, though. So hang out with us. Stick around. We're going to let this drive wrap up. 3rd and 3, pass to the right from Mahomes to Kadarius Toney. An easy walk-in touchdown for the Chiefs. They're going to tie it up here and can take the lead by 1 with an extra point from Harrison Butker with 12 minutes left in the game. John, we're seeing what I'm going to say is going to be an instant classic here.
You were dead on. You thought they'd get in the end zone on this possession.
Had to.
Yeah. Hey, I got another one for a giveaway. We're at 1,596 subscribers right now. So how about 1,600? 1,600, we give something away. For subscribers.
I love that.
There's got to be 57 people watching right now on our little counter thing. There's got to be 4 people who aren't subscribed to us on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, and we'll do another giveaway. 1,600 subscribers. You guys can hit that one, I think. We might be tapping out the likes. You know, maybe everybody's liked it. Who knows? But yeah, let's go 4 subscribers, and we'll roll it. We'll do another wheel spin.
I like the creativity there, John.
Yeah, dude.
That's a good look, man.
You know, I'm got my head on a swivel out here. It's the number one thing I was always taught. Not really, but it's what I'm up to.
All right, John, my friend. I'm going to ask you to do something for me. You watch some commercials. Your boy's been holding it down. You know, nature is calling. So, bro, I'm going to go ahead and take my quick little break here. Everybody be nice to John. All right, John, catch up on these comments. We got a few some commercials going on. I'll see you in a sec, bro.
All right. So yes. Oh, let me get that bar fixed. Boom. All right. Well, good to be here. I had some technical difficulties earlier. Thank you all for bearing with me. Dave, you're dead on. Chiefs need a defensive stop right now. They have been hard to come by this game, which typically in a Super Bowl, I don't know. I guess, what do y'all think? I guess if you're Chiefs fan or Eagles fans, you probably are just like however they win. But if you're more agnostic in this Super Bowl, do you typically like to see a higher scoring Super Bowl? Like, because I do. I don't want to see a Super Bowl end 17-10. It's just not as exciting to me. But yeah, got some people already subscribed. As a reminder, if we hit 1,600 subscribers, we were just at 1,596 last time I checked. We will do another giveaway. Great game. I agree. Congrats, William. William, he won that last gift card. One thing that I'll ask Casey when he comes back, but I want to have some responses ready for him. I saw there are some Niners fans in here. I don't know if you guys were all watching Twitter or watching like the Niners interviews this week, but a bunch of Niners are essentially like kind of, I don't know, sounding off about the circumstances of the Niners Eagles game, or basically kind of like they were catching some grief on Twitter because they weren't just like taking, like, kind of being humble about, the fact that they got beat. They were like, saying things like, I don't know. I think, everyone says the Eagles defense is really good, but I don't know. I think the Chiefs are about to expose the stuff that we were going to expose, and, saying different things like that. And they're catching some grief on Twitter right now. I could pull some of it up, but catching some grief on Twitter right now from people who are just like, hey, just, take the loss a little bit more humbly, right? I think Deebo Samuel's response to that was like, what do you want us to say? Like, we were going to lose anyway? Like, I don't think we were, So I'm curious what y'all think about that. Should they just shut up? They're not in the Super Bowl, like just fade into the background like you're supposed to? Or are you good with them sounding off? About to have a kickoff here. That's where I'm at. Just kicked the ball. William says, doesn't matter who wins. If the Chiefs win, Eagles fans will say it's rigged. Same things with Chief fans. Football isn't the same anymore. I think, what do we mean when we say rigged? Because people have said the same thing about the NBA for years. People are starting to say now that the NFL is rigged, that the Chiefs game, the Chiefs AFC Championship game was rigged so that we'd have a Kelsey Super Bowl. What do we mean when we say rigged? Are we talking about full on WWE, like scripted? They already know ahead of time who's going to win? Or are we saying that just some calls go one team's way a little bit better? To me, I have a hard time believing that it's full on WWE style. Like, we already know who's going to win before the game.
Wait a second. Did you just say the WWE is scripted?
Yes. Did you not know? Have you heard about Santa Claus as well? Do we need to have that discussion?
Oh boy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that the NFL is predetermined to the degree that the WWE is. Scripted is an interesting way to say it, because I not think it's fully scripted where they know exactly what's going to happen, but it's predetermined to a degree,
Yeah, I think there's a set of rules that are published for the refs to follow, and then I think it's just like any sport where there's some unwritten rules, and I think it is particularly like same with probably the NBA, where it's like there's just some unwritten stuff around the rules that that they're going to call or that they won't call. That
certain
by the
players
letter
are
of the
going to
rule
get
that
their
they
calls.
should or should not call, they go the other way, and that's just the way everybody knows it goes. So.
This is interesting. Josh, who he actually said he's a professional wrestler, right? He's just got the full skepticism. They already know who's going to win. They already have the rings made. I think they have the rings made both ways. If you go to other countries, like I know some people who like, oh, we might have a Jalen Hurts sack here. Can he get out of this? He gets the ball away. I have some friends who went to like Brazil or like, Peru or whatever on like 2-year like kind of mission things, and there'll be like Utah Jazz 1997 NBA champions shirts and stuff like that down there. So I think they just make them both ways, honestly. Casey, you just munching, man. I like it.
Yeah. No,
just
I agree.
Had to get a little
man,
snack.
It's been a long live stream,
Had to get a little snack in. Had to refuel.
I bet I'm not the only one having some snacks during the Super Bowl. So
William, Another William M says some WWE is real, some is not real. Ooh, could have a return here. We could have a return here. Oh,
the man who
he's
scored the
across the
last
50,
touchdown.
40, 30,
He's
20,
taking a return
10.
all the way back. I think he might have stepped out there.
Oh,
They're going to call him down around the 5-yard line. I think he might have stepped out at the 9. But either way, hey, does it look like I'm wearing a Kadarius Toney jersey
I mean, kind of now. Yeah, with the red and white. Yeah, like, I mean, that's your guy tonight, I think.
I mean, it is. He's 19 problems for me tonight.
Get some tape, or or if your girl's watching, get him some tape, write Tony on the back, and go put it on the back of his jersey. Gwendolyn said, "Great podcast. Thank you so much. That's what we're here
really
for."
Appreciate that.
Yes. Both teams are winners for getting this far. That's some millennial stuff right there.
We can only have one.
Coming from two millennials, we're like, yeah, everybody gets a trophy. That was a great return, though. So what do you think? End zone again, and then they go up by 2 scores.
Yeah. I think here. I mean, if you're the Chiefs, it's just punch it in, right? Like, I don't think there's too much to think about. I think you don't even care too much about the clock. There's enough variability to where, like, the Eagles aren't going to be able to take the whole clock down. So maybe you do kind of want the clock to run so that the Eagles get one drive and you'll get the ball back, and then you can maybe ice it on the next drive. Yeah. But you got to get in the end zone. That's the first thing. Oh, they're doing their little circus thing here.
Yeah, a little circus thing.
They made that
a little trickery here.
Yeah, I think that was the last game of the regular season. They did their little infamous play.
Okay. Also, Tanya wants you to know, Casey, that there's also no Tooth Fairy. No, if you were familiar. Yes. I have a funny story about the Tooth Fairy. I don't know if my daughter is currently watching. She's 6. So maybe I shouldn't have put that up there because she is full on in losing tooth mode. But she lost a tooth. She pulled it out herself. It was the first one she pulled out herself, which was pretty impressive. And she put it in a little baggie and put it under her pillow. And the Tooth Fairy just left it there for a week because the Tooth Fairy didn't know about it. So yeah, you got to inform the Tooth Fairy when you lose a tooth. That's what I learned. But she told us, she was like, the Tooth Fairy hasn't come. I don't know if I think that the Tooth Fairy forgot about me. That's a touchdown.
First down, Sky Moore. Because numbers don't mean anything anymore. Wide receiver can be number 24.
No, that's a touchdown by a running back.
Right.
I maintain he's a running back. He can't wear number 24 if he's a receiver. Dave, just rubbing it in for you, Casey. Look at his, I don't know if that's his face, but he's just using those serious lips to just say, hey, Casey, you remember when we came back against the Niners in the 4th quarter? We're going to do the same thing right now.
That is a very tight close-up of the lips.
It really is. It's just nose and lips. Like people do headshots that are like neck up. And he's like, this is next level. Just nose and lips only. Have we done the tickets yet? Tina, we have not done the tickets yet. We'll do them at the end of the game.
Coming down to it though.
Yes, but we will. Let's check our subs. What do you think? We think we made it over?
We may have.
Give it a little refresh here. 1597. So one of you guys subscribed. I don't. Maybe everyone in here subscribed. Given, but right now we are at 1,597 subscribers. If we get over 1,600, so that's 3 more, we will do another wheel spin for another giveaway. We've given away 2 NFL shop gift cards as well as one of these nifty little Ondar wallets, and we will give away something else. Just need 3 more subscribers to get there, kids.
I believe we gave away 3.
You gave away 3 NFL shop gift cards?
Sorry, man. I mean, hey.
Yeah, I mean, that's cool. It's all right. It was a command field decision. You're out here by yourself. I get it. I get it.
Awesome. Yeah. Hey, we're out here in these streets, just making decisions, running and gunning, baby.
Yeah, that's how I would say it. Yep.
KC, LFG, let's go Eagles. Judith wants them to bounce back. So does Gwendolyn. We got a pretty divided in here, man. I think it's pretty much 50-50 of who's. I think it started out way heavy.
Is there a way to do a poll? I think you can do a poll.
We could do a poll.
Let's do a poll. I think you have to do it.
They'd have to navigate away. I don't think you can do it within
No,
The
you
stream,
can
I think
within the stream. Give me 1 sec. Give me 1 sec.
Really? I'll let you work
Yeah.
on that then.
Yeah.
If I'm guessing though, I think early on we had about 140 people in here live,
Yeah.
and I saw a ton of Eagles comments. As
Ah.
we're down now to more like 60 people, I think it's pretty evenly divided with like kind of a smattering across the whole league. But yeah, man, how much a game can change going into halftime. Be honest with yourselves. Who thought this was the Eagles game to lose?
I mean, yeah, I kind of did. Yep.
Right?
I thought they had him on the ropes.
Commanding
I
lead.
thought that Mahomes' injury was going to be more extreme.
Yep.
Yeah.
They were both able to run the ball and hit on some big pass plays. But really, with the way they were running, it seemed like they could just run it out too, But they kind of switched up the game plan a little bit in my mind. And Mahomes, I think they smelled some blood and they went, we can stomp on their throats here. Mahomes is going to be hurt. We just need a couple more touchdowns. Let's pass. Let's get those touchdowns. Jalen Hurts is airing the ball out deeper. And it hasn't really worked in their favor because Mahomes came out looking fine, which is insane. He's a complete magician. And he's led his team down the field to score multiple times here in this quarter, 2 touchdowns. And the Eagles have yet to put up any points this quarter. And they have only had 3 points since the end of the half. So, I mean, you're still within striking distance, but at this point, you're in touchdown plus 2 point territory.
We just dropped a poll into the chat. So answer the poll in the chat. Eagles, Chiefs. I want to once and for all know who we got more of. We got more Chiefs, more Eagles. Peeps. Ooh, you guys are already going on it. I like that. Dude, that guy's got a full-on grill. That's sick.
Yeah. Wait, who was that? I didn't see.
It was I think it was Kadarius. I don't know. No, it wasn't Kadarius.
Kadarius Toney, I think does, yeah.
I don't think it was him because doesn't he have dreadlocks? This dude had the hood on. Had like one of the.
I don't think he has dreadlocks, but he has longer hair.
He had like a gator. The guy had like a gator on. That was like a over the head gator, but it was dope. I mean, love me a grill. Haven't seen those in a minute,
Tell him, make me a grill.
Yeah, it was a silver one too. Like,
ooh. Oh,
Justin Jefferson has one too, doesn't he?
Yeah. There's quite a few guys.
Kind of an NFL thing now.
Yeah, I mean,
all
sports really, right? Kind of.
No, I don't see him as much in like the NBA as I did in like the 2000s.
Maybe it's just trending in different areas.
Yeah. What do you think from the Eagles here? We gonna end this drive in another field goal? We gonna end in a punt, and give me like not your like I'm cheering for KC opinion. Give me your like KC opinion. Hey, see what I did there?
I think that if you're the Eagles, it's easy down by 8 to think it's got to be a touchdown here, but I think that's the wrong view on it. I think you need points and you need your defense to come up with a stop anyway, because if there was less time left, I'd say it's like last possession, like hold the ball, save the clock, you run it down, you score the last touchdown, and you make the 2-point conversion to bring it to overtime. But there's too much time. I think you have to bet on your defense. You just got to get points, bet on your defense, and then also be betting on your offense that you're coming down to score, not just this drive, but one more time.
Right.
Yes, and one of those 2 times you'll get in the end zone. Yeah. And I think you accept the field goal. You don't go for it on like anything more than like maybe 4th and 4. They've been aggressive on 4th downs though. So I don't know. We're going to see kind of the immovable object meet the unstoppable force here, I think.
A little Joker Batman reference there. I like it.
A little something.
Jalen puts it on the ground for maybe an inch. Different plays in the 4th quarter win Super Bowls. I don't know if this is what Jimmy's referring to here, but I think this is what you're talking about in wrinkles last time and on our last show, where it's like, when you have different stuff and different wrinkles all the way, not only through the game, but through the season, it allows you to like break. Other teams are scheming for you, especially in the Super Bowl. It allows you to break those, like the ways that they've been able to scheme for you down. So, if either team has some stuff up their sleeve that they've been working on that can pop them off something big, then I could see that going a long way. Wrinkles. It's a game of wrinkles. Not really. It's a game of inches, but inches and wrinkles, I guess. Inch long wrinkles.
Oh boy. Here we go. AJ Brown, slant from the left across the middle of the field, completed, but not for a first down. The Eagles are staring at third down. They are running the clock down, the play clock down.
Interesting. What?
Almost every down.
Yeah.
I don't think it's by design. I don't think they're playing some mastermind kind of scheme here to run the play clock down to run the timeout. I think they're just trying to run their offense, and it's kind of inefficient.
And it takes time. Yeah.
Yeah. They're gonna need to hurry.
They need to scare. They need to score twice. Yeah. Like
they don't need to, but I don't.
They need to score twice, right? Like they don't need 2 touchdowns, but they need to score twice. Correct?
Well, they need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion at the least.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I guess they could go for 2. Maybe that's
here's
the
idea.
Thing
is I don't think you can effectively, with as little field as there is left, that's a touchdown.
Oh no, it's not.
Oh
my gosh.
Well, so this was exactly my point. Is there wasn't ever going to be enough field left for them to run the clock down.
What was?
So you need to score kind of.
How did
quickly
this happen? Whose coverage? Whose coverage was this? Nobody. It was like
Devontae Smith.
You
man.
know, he's nobody in that back left quadrant. Oh, so now they're just going to go Jalen Hurts pounded in.
Yeah, 4 times.
That's going to be a touchdown. Yep, that's going to be a touchdown. One try.
That's Devontae Smith. I think he won the Heisman a couple of years ago. Or at least he was a finalist. I think he won it.
Touchdown Eagles. We should have done a thing. You know what we should have done is we should have done some giveaway bingo or something like that, right? Like if different things happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
guys.
I barely got on the stream, so here I am making suggestions.
Yeah. Hey, I will say this really quick, guys. Hopefully you've all signed up for our giveaway, the big giveaway that we're going to be revealing the winner to soon. The home opener tickets giveaway for next season. If you haven't heard the spiel yet, you can win 2 tickets to the team of your choice's first home game of the season next season in the NFL. If you have not signed up for that, if you're one of the few people who maybe is on the stream and did not sign up for that, please do that. You can still sign up. It's not too late to sign up. Oh, and they got in.
Oh.
And we got a tie game, folks.
They interrupt your pitch. Well, how rude of those Eagles. Interrupted your pitch for our giveaway.
What a bunch of bozos.
We got a game, man. 5 minutes to play. I do think he gave, I don't know that they had a choice, but he gave Mahomes plenty of time to get a score on the board.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What do you think? What's your game script here, Casey? Call it out.
Mahomes and the Chiefs are too good not to score here. But with 5:15 left, they have the choice on their hands now of, do we just try to run this down from here, or do we just score, play our game, and then just let our defense take care of it and stop them? Those are the 2 major schools of thought here. If you're the Chiefs, I kind of think you just score. Because they're not really that manage the clock kind of team. Because if they needed to score twice more, let's say they score in 1 minute and the Eagles score again and the Chiefs get another minute with the ball afterwards, they could potentially score twice in that time. So I don't know. I guess I'm a fan of don't beat around the bush. They're playing with a tie right now. You can't be so conservative that you end up failing to get a first down along the way and you punt the ball away. You can't let them have the ball if you don't score. So you need to get first down.
I think, I'm always a good fan. I'm always a big fan of just score, and let the defense win the game. Don't try and get too fancy with it. Although I don't know. I know that's kind of when people are playing Tom Brady or Pat Mahomes, sometimes it's like, well, we got 1 score and 2 manage the clock. But yeah, I'm more of the philosophy that it's like, we can manage the clock if we can, but we got to score and not even worry about that if that's the case. The Eagles right there, they probably if Devontae Smith is wide open on the left side for 70 yards, just throw it to him. Don't worry about the clock, You're muted now. Muted.
I agree. Yep. Okay, so we have some comments here. Let's see. We have Carl saying the Chiefs are going to win. the Super
All
Bowl
right.
and not the Eagles, which
That's a take.
was kind of
That's
a given.
take.
Saying the Chiefs are going to win automatically means not the Eagles.
Right.
But I
The
like you
Chiefs
just
are going to win,
clearing it
and
up.
also not the Cowboys. They're not going to win either.
That's true.
Or the Bengals. The Bengals are not going to win the Super Bowl.
Let's see. We also have William agreeing with Carl. So a couple people on that boat. While other people, Gwendolyn, probably the most prolific in the chat on the Eagles side, I think, that I've seen.
She's leading the
stream.
Eagles.
Gwendolyn is leading the charge.
She's leading squad Eagles. Hey, I'm going to end this poll now so we can find out. We can find out how it went down. 8-minute poll, Eagles versus Chiefs. Our fans overwhelmingly, not overwhelmingly, we had 45 votes on the poll, 57% Eagles, 42% Chiefs. So more Eagles fans in here than Chiefs fans. So Casey, you would just switch sides right now, I guess.
I mean, that's what I thought it was.
We just pander. That's what we're here for. We're like country
Well,
song,
I thought it
country
was
artists.
I thought there was probably more Eagles fans in here than Chiefs, but it has. I mean, had you done that an hour ago, I think there was even more Eagles fans in here. So
yeah,
I like that it's kind of even in here. I like that we're not too one-sided in this. You know, had it been the Niners in the Super Bowl, I know that me plus a bunch of other people in here follow them, and that's our favorite team. I don't think we could have been fully partial. I think you probably would have jumped on the Chiefs side had they been on the other side of the Niners in this game, and you would have just been the bad guy to most of the people in the chat. So I think a lot of the Niners fans like me kind of had to recede into their, like, you know, they had to cry it out or you know, just kind of like decide how much they wanted to pay attention to the NFL these last couple weeks. Because it doesn't feel good to lose your NFC Championship game because you lost two quarterbacks in the same game.
Because I am now learned how to do the poll thing, I've dropped another poll into the chat. It was some stuff you were asking earlier about who, you know, what sports everybody likes. I just put in what your favorite professional sport to follow is. I did give NFL as an option. Maybe I should have said like favorite besides the NFL, but I did give NFL as an option, but just curious. I think it's going to be overwhelmingly football, but that's just my prediction.
Yeah, it
Casey,
looks like it's starting off that way.
Yeah, Casey, I am curious though. I don't know if you heard me talking earlier. What is your thoughts on the Niners kind of sounding off on Twitter this week, and then kind of getting criticized on Twitter for sounding off? You know, just I think it's like they weren't saying like we should have won that game or we would have won that game. Yeah. I think they were saying things like everyone says the Eagles' pass defense is so good, but I don't know. I think I think the Chiefs are going to expose some of the stuff we were going to expose. I think that's what Debo said specifically. Yeah. Or it's been a lot of little jabs like that. And then they've kind of gotten criticized for just like, hey, just, you know, lose graciously. And what are your I mean, obviously you're Team Niners, but like, are you like, yeah, let them have it, boys? Or are you kind of like, yeah, let's not do this?
Yeah, I'm not probably very often going to say anything bad about my guys out there. But yeah, I heard a bunch of different interviews this week because a lot of the Niners ended up at the Pro Bowl where a lot of the coverage was. And even without then, like a lot of the national media stuff, they got, you know, a lot of the Niners in because, yeah, I mean, a lot of people expected them to be in the Super Bowl at this point. So I saw the Debo thing. I saw the CMC, Christian McCaffrey saying, you know, when he was asked, which team do you think will win? He said, I hope they both lose. which was kind of, you know, cheeky. It was right, you know, expressing how he felt, but also it was a joke. I think that's how I'd file most of them. I don't think that they're really making excuses for the game. I think they are just kind of calling out that like that's not the result that literally anybody wanted to see. Even the Eagles fans, they wanted to see the result of the Eagles winning. But wouldn't the Eagles have rather beat the Niners at full
there's
capacity?
Lots of Eagles fans in here. What do you all think? Do you all think, you know, hey, like we beat the Niners, like stop whining about it? Or do y'all think like, no, we didn't want to win like that and we would have rather seen it be a good game? Or both. I guess you could kind of think both. You could think, yeah, obviously would have liked it to be a better game, but also stop whining about it.
Yeah, I mean, I get the stop whining thing too. It's just I think you have to realize that there's 2 weeks of 2 weeks between you know, the NFC Championship game and the Super Bowl, and there's only one other game going on at all in that time, which is the AFC Championship game, which also was a little not because of injuries, but there was some play. You know, there's just a lot of controversy controversy going on in that game as well. So I think it's just like the community is wound up, the whole NFL community, and it's hyper focused on the last 4 teams. So
Right.
you just have an escalation of
it's like we
drama.
have to keep talking about the same stuff and find new ways to talk about it. It's a good point. Yeah, I mean, even as podcasters, I think we're not on a 24-hour news cycle.
Right.
And it's still like, well, yeah, we got to find new things to talk about within these like 4 teams or these 2 matchups or 3 matchups if you include the Super Bowl. Yeah, update, I guess, injury timeout. Looks like Pacheco. Some people are saying cheap shot, speared him. Interesting. Speared him. Speaking of WWE, using that, was that Goldberg? That was his move. I'm going way back there.
There's a few guys who made the spear big. I think Edge.
Edge,
WWE.
right. Dude, you were more into it than I was, I think.
Guess so.
I
I was always the Rock fan. I actually didn't. I was one of the few people who was like, The Rock is an actor now. Like,
yeah.
but now it sounds weird because that's obviously he's one of the biggest actors ever. But back then, I was like, this is the only wrestler. I mean, we're talking like 4th grade for me. We're talking like 1990. What
The
would that
Rock.
have been? 7?
There was like a whole thing where like John Cena sort of took over they had like a match and John Cena won,
Passing of the torch,
like kind of a passing of the torch thing. Which I I should say John Cena won fair and square, right? Like is fully unscripted. So, first down by Pacheco running. So it looks like Pacheco was not hurt too bad.
Seems like he's okay.
Yep.
So Kelsey's banged up.
Well, Kelsey just had a reception before that.
Maybe he got banged up on the reception.
Could be.
I have the audio. Okay, Pacheco looks good.
Felix,
Pacheco's a monster, man. I mean, anybody who's playing fantasy football against me next year, you got to take this man away from me.
Yeah,
I'm not just going to let anybody have him.
Felix wants to weigh in on the WWE. Felix, one of our most engaged listeners on all shows. I did not know that he had a WWE belt with the spinner. That is pretty dope. Dave's just being a spoiler over here. He's telling us the next play. We're a little behind because we had to sync up with each other.
But that's okay.
Mahomes doesn't look. He's a little hobbly. You know what I mean? Like without an ankle, I think he might have popped that into the end zone.
He looks less like the ankle's actually affecting him physically. Well, maybe a little bit.
He's chopping his stride for sure.
Exactly. I think it's more of a mental thing. He's aware of it and he doesn't want to injure it more and put himself in harm's way. So it's just affecting those potential big plays like that a little bit.
Right. I think no ankle and he might have gone to the end zone just now. I mean, I don't know who was still left in front of him.
Maybe. I mean, there's probably a DB who runs him down. I mean,
there's a lot of space out there though. I mean, he's on he got to the 17. Yeah, probably not the end zone. You're right. But
plus, is that even what you want here? No. You would prefer that he goes down there because now they can essentially grind their way out. The 2-minute warning is going to stop the clock here.
Yep. They use the 2
minute.
And
then they convert one more first down and they can essentially bring this thing down, right. 40 seconds on the play clock. So let's say they run the next play in 10 seconds. We go on to 150, Eagles timeout. Another 10 seconds off, another timeout by the Eagles. They're out of timeouts. We got 3rd down by the Chiefs, so they convert that first down. That's it. That's game, assuming they can kick a field goal to end it, or pop it in the end zone.
Yeah, quick update for everybody. As a reminder, we are giving away our NFL tickets season home opener at the end of the game, but there's one more potential giveaway that we could do, and that is. If we hit 1,600 subscribers, we are currently at 1,599. So we need one subscriber to get over the top. If you have not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel, and then we'll do a wheel spin for another giveaway. We've given away 3 NFL gift shop cards tonight. We've given away 1 on our wallet. And we will do another giveaway if we get 1 more subscriber. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell for notifications, all the YouTube things that you're supposed to say.
There's over 50. There's over 50 of y'all in here right now. I know you all aren't.
Somebody's got to be not subscribed.
Somebody's not. Did you know that almost 80% of the people who watch our videos are not subscribed to our channel? That's bonkers.
Come on. Come on now.
I
We
mean, I
can
know
fix
that's
that,
pretty
guys.
normal on YouTube that like not everybody even uses subscribes,
Yeah.
but everybody can, you know. And if you're trying to get us to spin a wheel again, and you're one of those people who doesn't normally subscribe, I'm telling you, you should subscribe right now.
So, Chica, say it again, Casey. Who is she? Who is that? Oh no, it's yeah. What's that? How do you say that one?
I'm just
Chickasha.
I'm guessing it's
No, it's Chickasha because she
Angel?
said no. Chickasha
Chickasha?
because I think she said earlier it's a city in Oklahoma.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So or he, I guess it could be a he.
Could be.
Said Snoop. Yeah, I was just watching the commercials. Little fun fact about the commercials. It's an interesting strategy to put a commercial at the end of the game because either people are very, very engaged or they're not engaged at all. So it's kind of a roll of the dice. Fox used to sell those spots for less, right? So you could kind of like roll the dice on a cheaper Super Bowl spot at the end of the game. I don't know if they still sell them for less or not, but in any case, some of the best spots often come at the end of the game. Sting and the Ultimate Warrior. People are just talking about the WWE unsolicited.
Hey, you know what?
Should we do a poll on people's all-time favorite wrestler? I'm going to end this poll. It was overwhelmingly NFL, 70%. NBA was second at 18%. If you guys don't know, we also do NBA. We also have an NBA show. We're going to give away some NBA tickets. So keep an eye on the channel. There's another reason to subscribe. Keep an eye on the channel. Keep an eye on your email and text messages if you're on our email and text list, because I'm going to announce some details of an NBA tickets giveaway.
Okay.
I'm ending that poll. What's the next poll?
Smith-Schuster, Juju stumbling around in the backfield on a little swing pass. Coming up on third down now. This is going to be third and long. One timeout left for the Eagles. This is kind of for the game. I mean, if the Chiefs, this is a catch-22 because you can't be too aggressive here. You're already in field goal range. You can't risk throwing a pick or fumbling the ball. So you can't go too hog wild here. But at the same time, if you can convert this first down and not score a touchdown, then you can basically ice the game here. I mean, your winning percentage would be through the roof. But that said, any score is going to help out here. So I'm just wondering what happens if the Eagles get the ball back with a 2-minute drill and they only have to, to kick a field goal to go into overtime or score a touchdown to win the game.
Yeah. Mahomes throws back of the end zone. Nobody there. Not back of the end zone, but corner. Ooh, what's the penalty going to be? Automatic first down, I think. Yeah. Whatever it is. It's either PI or roughing. I'm guessing.
Looks like a holding.
Holding? Yeah, that was the other thing. It could.
Oh,
on the defense. Wow.
A total killer.
Defensive holding. Oh, he held. That's a corner. Yeah, so he held on the line.
Yeah, that's James Bradbury. He's a good quarter too. And
yeah, that was the intended receiver. So essentially a pass interference within 5 yards holding.
It's like we said earlier, you can't blame the refs for like winning or losing a game because like one call doesn't do it. But like that play essentially just lost the Eagles the Super Bowl unless the Chiefs do something dumb and score too quick here, which
I mean,
he needs to do.
That was pretty ticky. Did you think it was a hold in the replay? Or do you think it was a little ticky?
It looked like it probably was, yeah. But it's also
he slid on the line.
This is why it's tough that everything's a judgment call. Like we said, some things get called unwritten rules and stuff. In this big of a game, certain refs throw that flag and certain refs don't. Some people let them play, and some of them might throw it differently in a regular season game. So,
Tiffany, Casey's cheating. Thomas, game is rigged. I mean, I think Casey's just playing the game now. Ooh, he almost went over.
Yeah, I mean he was already down, but
yeah, that
was a pretty light.
That was so ticky tack.
Yeah, it didn't. It looked worse. The one angle, that first replay that they showed, I
would venture to say that was not a hold at all.
It probably was not
else on that. That's
but
fine.
Now all of a sudden, if you're on the Eagles, I think you're just dragging any KC ball carrier into the end zone against their will. Basically, this becomes reverse football.
Just get
the
out
offense
of their
tries
way.
to keep their players out of the end zone, and the defense tries to bring the offensive player into the end zone.
Oh, they can still get a first down here too. They'd have to really thread the needle to not get a touchdown though.
I don't think they're really going to need to worry about that anyway.
They're gonna just run it down. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
because
stick it
with
in
this
one.
third down, they'll be able to run another 40 seconds after this play
I mean,
clock
if you're do
expires.
you have do they have any timeouts? No, the Eagles have used all their timeouts.
Right. So the Chiefs are going to end up giving, I mean, assuming they hit the field goal, which they did miss the one earlier. Assuming KC hits this field goal that'll be coming up on 4th down, they're going to give
There's
the
that
ball
missed one.
back with you're going to get a kick return and maybe a play or two, and that's it at max.
Yeah.
And depending on how long the kick return is, you might only get one play.
Yep.
Your best chance might be to return the kick and do some craziness on the return.
Oh,
honestly.
try kind of like play the lateral game. Frank
You
says
just
I love
have
when
so
people
much
are losing, they say
momentum
it's
already
rigged.
going. Like the odds of if you need a touchdown, it's probably more likely it happens on a kick return than on a passing play.
Carlos saying, why didn't he run it for a
35.
TD? Essentially, they're trying to not give the Eagles the ball back with any time.
Right.
So they're trying to run all the time off and then kick a field goal and then give the Eagles the ball with basically not enough time to score.
Right.
Essentially, should we do a wheel spin? We got to 1602 subscribers, so let's hit a wheel spin while the Chiefs are wasting time here.
For you guys in here, we're going to do this wheel spin, and shortly after that, we will do our final draw for the big giveaway, the big one, the 2 tickets to the home opener of the Winner's Choice next season.
Yes, so this wheel spin is going to be for a pair of chinos from Perk Clothing. We were talking about them earlier. We all decided it's a good thing when your man's butt looks good, whether you're girl or guy, you want the booty to look good, So Perk Chinos they're booty chinos for dudes. They're also super comfortable. I wear them, and I'm like wearing them right now. Like you can wear them with a hoodie, you can wear them with dress clothes. It's all good. But yeah, so Perk Chinos, if you're, you can gift them, you can not gift them. If you're like, hey, I don't want these, and you have nobody to gift them to, we can figure something out for you. But that's what the spin is for. So the spirit of it is to just take the prize, right? I'm saying, should we do it?
I know what you're saying.
Oh, thank you, Matt. Matt just went.
Matt's all over it.
Matt's like, yeah, I'm spinning the wheel now. Not gonna wait for Casey. Ooh, Valerie R. You win the Perk Clothing Chinos. Perk has a deal for us as well. Buy one, get one half off. Again, we will have a link in the description shortly after.
Am I crazy, or is Valerie one of the women who weighed in on their man's butt?
Yeah, did she say, Valerie, if you're around in the chat still, were you one of the ones who said, like, yeah, the booty got to look good? Congrats, Valerie. There it is. Butker made it.
The Chiefs hit the field goal to go up by 3 with 8 seconds left.
8 seconds. Yeah.
8 seconds is enough to bring it out of the end zone. I think you do go for the kick return here, and you maybe try to get down. You try to have a big one pop off, get to like the 45, the 50, and from there, assuming you got there quick, you should be able to get down with some time left for one last play, and Hurts can try to work some magic, either huck it up as hard as he can into the end zone, or maybe they try some weird like Stanford pitch play kind of nonsense. I don't know, but they're going to get really one shot at it.
They can't get into field goal range and kick a field goal is the thing. So
I don't really think that. I mean, I guess maybe if this was like a squib kick and somebody with insane speed ran as fast as they could in a straight line, basically to the opposing 40-yard line, maybe you could.
I don't think the Chiefs will do that then. I don't know. Maybe they don't.
Either.
Yeah,
I don't.
Maybe they don't want to give them a chance to touch back.
NFL teams have been under fire a lot lately for handling these situations with squib kicks. Because people are like, the squib kick does not belong in football anymore. I think the same thing. Kick it high, kick it deep. Don't kick it even into the end zone. Make them run this and take away.
Try and put it on the 5. Yeah.
Just like if he gets through. So wait, maybe they'll put 6 seconds back on the clock because it looks like they let it run a little too long there.
They did squib kick it. And he just slid it out. So it should be 6 seconds. You're right.
I think it should be 6. We'll see if they put any more time back on it. Looks like I crept a little ahead on you, so I paused.
Well, let's see if we've got any Devontae Smith magic in us. Probably not. They're going to be in like the dimiest of dime packages here.
I think they did put 6 back on. So we got 1st and 10. Doesn't matter because this is probably the last one. With
Well,
6 seconds,
he
the
could
difference between 4 and
get
6,
into field goal range here.
Yes, the difference between 4 and 6 is you could potentially throw a deep out and get to maybe the 40. I don't know if you can get that.
Goal.
I don't even know if you can. Maybe to the 45. It's going to be tough to get to the 40, and most people consider the 35 the field goal line.
Yeah.
So this is like asking them to execute perfectly here. Oh, and this is the last play of the game. Oh no, that was
play of the game.
Was that tipped?
I don't know. He threw that. I don't know. He threw that so short.
Yeah, maybe that was.
Does he just not have the cannon?
Didn't look good.
He doesn't have that cannon. What's up? What's up with that? Yeah. Well, there we go. Another Mahomes Super Bowl win. Another Andy Reid Super Bowl win. Thank you for the podcast. You're welcome. Chickashay.
So don't leave yet, anybody.
Everybody stick around. We are about to announce the
moment you've
winner.
all been waiting for is coming up right away. I'm going to go ahead and some of you probably got a text alert today for the show. I'm going to go ahead and throw out another one because we had a bunch of people get in here.
That's a good point.
When I first sent that.
So
and I think a lot of them kind of bounced out to watch the game at a party somewhere or something. So I'm going to go ahead and send another text really quick. So for
so
those
hang
of
tight,
you,
everybody.
Just disregard if you're getting a text right now. But we want to try to get our big winner live on the show.
That would be amazing if they were actually here. Yeah. This was a good one. Everybody's thought. So personally, I am a big fan of any Super Bowl that comes down to a 3-point game. I'm a big fan of any Super Bowl where the score is over 30 points on both sides. I just think it's more exciting when there's more offense. If you're an actual Eagles fan, right? So I think during Super Bowl week, everybody becomes a fan of one of two teams, even though they're not normally a fan of them, right? So I like the Chiefs this week, but normally I'm a Vikings fan. If you're an actual Eagles fan, this is a tough one. I remember, I've never had my team in the Super Bowl. The Vikings have never been there. But I have had my team in the NBA Finals twice, and twice gotten beat by the one and only Michael Jordan, who the Eagles might have just gotten beat by the Michael Jordan of the NFL. So I get it. I get that it's like, this is just a knife, in the stomach. But great season, honestly. I mean, if you're an Eagles fan, I don't know if you remember this, Casey. 2 out of the 3 of us, when we picked playoff teams, 2 out of the 3 of us didn't even pick the Eagles to go to the playoffs. Like, we just didn't know how Jalen Hurts would play out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Hurts should have ran the ball on the last play. Interesting. I mean,
tough ask.
70 yards. Yeah. I think you just throw it, chuck it. I mean, if he was going to throw it 30 yards short, then sure. Maybe if he doesn't have the cannon to throw it 70 yards, then yeah, he probably should have just run it, I guess. But sound off with who your normal favorite team is. So yeah, Casey's just shooting out a quick podcast or a quick text really quick to everybody to tell them, hey, we're about to announce that giveaway winner. So we're going to announce it in just a few minutes here, give people some time to get in. But sound off with who your actual favorite team is, because everybody becomes an Eagles or Chiefs fan this week, but who are you actually a fan of? So like Chickashay, I think is what it is. Chickashay Angel says that she's normally a Bucs fan. Likes that Tom Brady. I like that Tom Brady. Like the way he plays football. Like the way he looks. Like the way he smells. Cardinals fan. Vikings, my guy. Let's go. How do we get a Vikings fan in here? What a time. Jenny, Niners fan. There you go, Casey. Somebody is an actual Kansas City fan. It is a good, there a lot of people on that bandwagon right now. I'm not saying you're a bandwagon fan, but normally Bengals fan. Got the text. Okay, so text is out. Give everybody a minute to get in here. Broncos fan normally. That is painful to be right now.
All right, we're getting a lot of people jumping on right now. So just so everybody who is jumping on right now realizes, yes, we are drawing the winner to our big 2023 home opener giveaway for whatever NFL team the winner wants to go to. That is happening momentarily. Stay on this stream and find out if you won. We would love to have the winner's live reaction, if at all possible. John's just asking some general questions while I do some last-minute logistics, getting the winner done. That will be drawn and presented to you guys in less than 5 minutes. So we are right.
Yes, we are there. Hang tight. We are about to announce the winner of that giveaway. We're just asking everybody who their normal favorite NFL team is. Not their favorite this week, but their normal favorite. Another Vikings fan. All right. Ravens. Interesting. No, that's the first Ravens. Giants fan. Broncos. Lots of Broncos fans, man. Man, I can't even keep up with all these. Okay, we're getting some people in. What do you think, Casey? Another couple minutes to let people get in here?
Yeah. We will be revealing the winner in T-minus 2 minutes.
2 minutes. I wish we had a countdown timer. Oh, well.
Yeah, well, it would take over the screen if we did.
Here's your this guy's also a fan of your favorite team, Casey. Cowboys fan, Seahawks, Giants, Bird Gang. All right. Who won the tickets? Gwendolyn. We are announcing that in about a minute and 45 seconds. We just sent out another text to get everybody in here. We would love to have the winner in here live when we announce it. That'd be amazing. Just going through, looking at everybody's favorite teams. Skull. I think that says Slull, but I think it was supposed to say Skull. I got you, Steve. Bills Mafia, Titans. Ooh, interesting one. Pats fan. That's cool. Jags fan. How about that, Trevor Lawrence? Cowboys for life. Giants fan. Never root for the Eagles. So basically, this is an anyone but Eagles fan. I'm like that in baseball. I'm an ABY fan. I like anyone but the Yankees.
Yeah.
Steelers, Packers, Browns. I'm a full-on Jazz fan in basketball, but if I weren't, I'd kind of be like an anyone but Lakers fan. Steelers, Titans, Niners. Lisa, somebody's excited that Lisa's here. I don't know who Lisa is, but they're probably the same favorite team. I'm putting it all together now as I'm reading these. Pats fan, guys. Panthers fan. You ready?
This is so exciting for us. I just have to say thank you for holding that down, John.
Yes.
Much appreciated, sir. Guys, this is so exciting for us to be revealing the winner to this giveaway. It's been a blast. It's kind of exceeded any expectations I had for this giveaway. We've gotten just nothing but love from the community. Much appreciated, you guys. I want to let you know before we do this is not the last giveaway we'll be doing. I think we're actually pretty in agreement here. John and I are kind of the decision makers for this channel, for this podcast. I think we're in agreement that we want to continue to do these giveaways as long as we continue to get this kind of interaction from you all in these things. So make sure you share these things with your friends and you just keep coming back on live shows. We give away gift cards all the time, little or smaller, like mini giveaways, kind of around like the $50 to $75, maybe $100 value on regular shows all the time. This is a little bit bigger prize. We have 300 plus people in here right now, guys. So
this is amazing.
Really cool, exciting community building stuff. We're thrilled about it. I am talking too much. I do have a winner drawn.
You have a reveal for us,
and it is time.
Everybody, are you ready for a drum roll?
You guys,
okay.
Hold
everybody,
on,
wherever you are. Okay, never mind. Casey's not ready. Don't drum roll yet.
Hold on, hang on.
We only have so much energy here, man.
All right, so let's. I got a perfect little tease built up. All right, so all right, get those comments down here.
Yes.
All right, and now. Revealing the winner of the NFL 2023 home opener for the team of your choice. 2 tickets. It's you and a friend. You and a loved one. You and a spouse. You and somebody you don't love.
You and an empty seat next to you if you want to go alone. No judgment.
You can use both seats. You can have a seat for you and a seat for your jacket.
Yeah.
Guys, the winner is John. You want to take that comment down for me? The winner,
I'm nervous,
for our home opener giveaway is Denise Reese.
Woo! All right.
Denise Reese,
we should have had some sound
congratulations. You have just won yourself 2 tickets to the NFL home opener of your choice next season. Now, very important, and this goes to all of the different winners we had for all the different little giveaways we did today, and this giveaway as well. You need to email us to claim your prize. Make sure you let us know that it's you. Make sure you remind us which thing you won. We will verify that, by the way, for any of you guys getting cute right now thinking you can game the system. We make sure we verify these things, but also you have to email us so that we can contact you back on a private platform. We can't just be, reaching out to, because we don't know how Denise got all her entries, but we will hear from Denise in our email inbox. We will share with the community some of our interactions with Denise, and hopefully when Denise goes to her game, the home opener of her choice next season, hopefully she'll shoot some video for us, and maybe we'll be able to share that with the rest of the community as well. So one last time, Denise Reese, congratulations. You are the winner to our NFL 2023 home opener giveaway. I'm at a loss of words, John.
That's good. I was like nervous. Like, and this is a great time. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. While you're here, please like the chat. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel. We will do more giveaways. If you're subscribed, you will know about more giveaways. Casey, say the things, take us out. What a Super Bowl. Thank you all for being here.
What a Super Bowl. I couldn't agree more. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us on this Super Bowl live stream. We still have 150 people in here. We don't even need to get out of here right now. This is incredible. Yes. Love all the interaction. I personally have been replying to a ton of comments, a lot of awesome comments, a lot of really cool people in our community here. Look at all the people saying nice things for Denise. I love it. I'm glad that we got our winner drawn here today, guys. This marks just like one checkpoint in the larger story of this podcast and of this podcast community. Like John said, make sure that you like this video, subscribe to our channel. Make sure you hit the bell icon because you'll get notifications based off hitting that bell icon for whenever we go live. And when we go live, we do random giveaways all the time. If you want to win $50 gift cards, $75 wallets from a leather goods store online, your coolest, sleekest switchblade features all over it, minimalistic wallet, win some chinos. It'll make your butt look good for you or for your man, depending on which gender you are. Make sure you're hanging out with us. We do giveaways all the time. When you get a text from Triple Cross Podcast, you click on that and you come join us, hang out in the chat with us, you get added to the Name of Wheels. You're bound to win something if you show up to enough shows. So, guys, I'm dragging on for myself, for John. This has been the Triple Cross Podcast. I had a ton of fun. Until next time, keep it real. We'll see ya.